I'm sorry. Can I hear you, sir?
I said, where are you from?
I'm from Houston, Texas. My name is Nick, and I'm 42.
Oh, tremendous. And what brings you up, Nick, from Houston?
I seen your prompt, and I just wanted to respond for a minute. I only came up for a minute, brother. Um, I've been a fan of Kirk for a while, and
Hmm.
I noticed the two different responses from Charlie Kirk and George Floyd responses. One, the Kirk fan base held vigils. They prayed. They were civilized. There was no burning cities. There was no violence. Uh, everybody was just peaceful and loving, respectful. And then the response to George Floyd was mass looting, uh, murder, TikTok language, burning cities down to the ground. And it was just unacceptable. And you can clearly see the difference from the left, how
All
they
right. So,
handle
so
things.
far you have come up and stated everything that is obvious. So the question I'll ask you is why? Why has it gone down this way?
You want my honest opinion, sir?
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
One, the Kirk fan base has God in their life and they have peace and morals. The second, worship Satan, and Satan only comes to kill, steal, and destroy.
Wait, what was the last part?
The enemy only comes to murder, uh, steal, and destroy, and that's everything that went on during the George Floyd riots.
Understood. All right. Let's see who else is it. Let's bring whoever this is. Backwards are. Where are you from?
I'm from Texas.
All right, so we have two Texans up here. What are
Oh.
your thoughts on my photo?
Yeah, so I mean, I was kind of just listening to what this gentleman here was explaining, and I agreed with a lot of it. Um,
Hmm.
I was able to see the responses on both parties, with the George Floyd response and then the Charlie Kirk response. Drastic differences, if you ask me. Seems like they just use that as an opportunity to kind of like use it as a mask almost to excuse and justify their actions for robbing, looting, destroying, um, all that type of stuff. Which obviously you see on the Charlie Kirk side, worldwide movement. Like, I don't know if it's because of the Kirk situation, but you go to London, you go to I think Spain. I forgot all those countries, but all of these countries, they're having these Christian rallies, these Christian like parades, and just praising Jesus, praising Christ, and you'll see like a handful of people holding up the image of Charlie Kirk, his memorial or whatever the photo is.
I
But
got you. All right, I got two more people coming up. Ray, you're first. Ray, where are you from?
I'm from Cali.
All right, and what brings you up?
I just wanted to mention, right? So with George Floyd, right? He was killed by a police officer. Okay. And
Or
people didn't
fentanyl,
riot.
depending on what if you believe in Santa Claus or not. But fentanyl did not help him. You would agree with that, correct?
I would no, absolutely. I
Okay,
don't
great.
think okay, I would say if he wasn't on fentanyl, he wouldn't have died. But if the neck if he wasn't on his neck, I'm not sure. But let's just say this, right?
Well, Ray, I just wanted to say that I'm on record as saying if George Floyd did not
Hmm.
have fentanyl in his system, he would
Hmm.
be alive today. He would be in jail somewhere, I'm sure,
Well,
but he
the
would
thing
be
with
alive.
the thing
Go
with
ahead.
fentanyl, right?
Go ahead.
People don't do fentanyl willingly. They do it because
Right.
plugs put it in heroin and other drugs, right?
Okay, so now, are we blaming the plug now? Is that where we're going with this?
Absolutely, no. That's how a majority of fentanyl overdoses happen.
Okay. All right. So, all
But,
right.
but,
So, fair enough. Go ahead. Continue.
but no, it's out of the question whether he did die of a fentanyl overdose or not. People who did these riots believed when they see that the officer was on his neck, right, and then he died, right. Obviously, you're gonna think, okay, he killed him. Later on, you could find out, oh, he was on fentanyl, right? But they didn't know that, right?
Okay.
Say the same thing happened to Charlie Kirk, there would 100% be riots.
Okay. That's a hypothetical, but that's fine. Let's go. Let's go to. Did it say Brandon or Brendan?
Whoa. Where's your response? What?
Wait, what do you want me to respond to?
Do you agree that if Charlie Kirk was killed the same way?
Wait, hold on, Ray. Why are we going with hypotheticals? Just for the sake of this, sure, there would be.
No,
Ray,
but listen,
hold on, little guy. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hypothetically, if there was, yes, there would be riots. I'm not going to sit here and engage in a back and forth on a hypothetical.
Okay, now that we agree,
all right,
right?
so Ray, hold on 1 second. Ray, hold on.
Yeah.
Brandon, where are you from?
Cleveland, Ohio.
You're actually a rage bait. You're a fucking faggot.
Okay. All right,
gonna
very
burn
good.
the house down.
So wait, Ray, why'd you go? Ray, listen, Ray, let me just help everybody out here. You, Ray, you got triggered by my photo. There's nothing you're going to say that's going to trigger me. So let me help everybody out and just set the tone right away. I apologize. Brandon, you're from Cleveland. Are you a Browns fan, sir?
For the first 8 weeks of the season, yes, and
And
then
then what team do you switch to?
I don't know. I just genuinely like sports, so I just don't invest in the Browns. Investing in the Browns is like going back to that girlfriend that keeps cheating on you and thinking things will be different.
Absolutely. All right, but what brings you up?
I was intrigued by the response to Charlie Kirk, response to George Floyd, response to Charlie Kirk. The second I found out, I've followed Charlie Kirk since Turning Point USA started. I legit cried when I found out that he was gone. He was taken from us for having an opinion that people on the left-hand side, because if you don't agree with them, this is what they resort to. Look at all the stuff that's happened with the school violence that's been happening, has all been from people on the left-hand side. George Floyd was a lifelong criminal, robbed a pregnant woman at gunpoint. The store called on him for a counterfeit bill, which he's done multiple times. During the trial of Derek Chauvin, they released 2 autopsy reports, and they did a second one because they didn't agree with the first one, that the first one verbatim said that there was enough fentanyl in his system to kill a horse. It wasn't a knee on his neck. It was he overdosed on fentanyl. But this is what our world has come to now, and it's sad.
All right. Well, I think you're stating a lot of obvious things there, but obviously I'm not going to disagree with it. Let's go with, I think it said Big Joe. Big Joe, where are you from, Big Joe?
Texas.
And what brings you up?
I just wanted to give my opinion. I don't know where this guy comes out that that the left is doing all the school shootings. I have other information about that. I don't know where he's getting all the. I don't know. He's just making up shit at this point. I think there's no.
Well, to be fair, the last couple I think was done by left people, right? You had the transsexual, and I forget where it was, but I think overall, if we look at the last half decade, I would say, and first of all, let's just take a step back. I don't think a 6th grader shooting up a school because they're bullied is a left-right issue, right? Like, they're not a registered Democrat or Republican. So I don't think I'm going to sit here and have that debate. I think that's asinine.
Correct. But the vast majority of domestic, as far as from what I've read and looked up, it's the vast majority of domestic. I don't know if you could say it. Domestic tea is committed by right wingers. I mean, if you want to just go back and look at the last.
Yeah, but the thing is when we talk about terrorism, anybody could say, it depends who says what is a terrorist attack, right? There was a court case with Mangione or whatever that dude's name was, where he got a big legal win because the judge said, well, we're not going to consider it terrorism. Okay, so I think just calling things a terrorist attack, I don't know. I think a Muslim taking a car and running over innocent people, that's a terrorist attack. Some people may say a 4th grader bringing a gun to school is a terrorist attack. I don't know what to tell you.
Right. Okay. But
or
I
Arabs
think
resisting themselves against
I think it's a
occupation.
fact that the vast majority of unalive is committed by one, the right, and second, young white people. What is
Well,
happening there?
Big Joe, the
I have
last year,
absolutely
Big
no
Joe,
idea.
hold on one second. The last full year that the FBI has put out stats for, right? There's more black people committing murders in this country than any other race.
No. We're talking about mass.
Okay.
Because there's a difference.
Here,
I get what you're saying, but there's a
Julian, hold on.
difference.
Let me set the tone with Julian. Let me get rid of him. Okay. Go ahead, Big Joe.
Yeah, because there's a difference between black, committing crime for one thing, and then just being being unalive for nothing at all, for just being at Walmart. There's a difference between like gang crime and just being unalive for just being at a Walmart or for being at a church. I think it's very very different, right?
Okay.
Or being unalive for being robbed and then not how do you say it? Not want to
All right,
fight
Big
you
Joe.
back,
Let's just
right?
let's keep it simple, Big Joe. Why was there a different response to two different deaths?
Um, you're talking about comparing Charlie and
Yeah, you see my photo, I assume. You see the response
okay,
to Charlie Kirk,
but
and you
we
see
have
the response. Everybody watched the response during the summer of 2020.
we have to be clear.
Okay,
Was
be
was
clear.
was I think we have to be clear about something.
Okay.
Were the riots of summer, was it done for Democrats? No, it had nothing to do with Democrats.
I'm not,
Democrats
Big Joe,
Democrats
listen to
jumped
me.
in and
Hello,
made it their
Joe.
own shit.
Hello, Joe. I mentioned nothing
Yeah.
about Democrats. I mentioned nothing about left, right. I'm not asking
Okay.
that. The question is just very bluntly, why has the response been full of prayer recently? And then back in 2020, there were buildings set on fires throughout the country. There was a whole bunch of looting. Why that different response? That's what I'm looking for.
That's a good question. I have no answer to that, right? I have
Okay.
absolutely no answer to that. Yeah.
Can I give you my answer, Joe?
Yes.
And see if you
Please do.
agree with me. Is I think the responses have been a mirror image of the person that died, right? Charlie Kirk inspired what you see in the top photo, more prayer, wanting God to be more present in people's lives. And George Floyd, he was a career criminal, right? And that inspired more crime. Agree or disagree?
It's possible, but I think at the time.
What do you
because
mean
the
it's
temperature-
possible? It's either you agree with
Well,
that
well,
or no. Charlie
no,
Kirk
no,
inspired
no.
more prayer. George Floyd, career criminal.
I think at the time, there, it was already hot because I think there was already a lot of supposedly police brutality right against black people. So that was like the straw, and then it was on video for like 7 or 8 minutes. I forgot how long it was. Nobody was doing absolutely anything. So that's what caused the outrage. Right now, do I agree with what happened? No. I want every one of those people that were burning down the cities, that were committing all the looting. I would want them to be as long as possible in jail, right? I think maybe that was the difference. I don't know. Maybe all those people that did it, I have no idea, but I don't agree with none of it. I don't agree with what happened to Charlie Kirk, right? But for you to say that Charlie Kirk was really just promoting prayer, no. I saw a lot of nasty things from him. He said a lot of nasty, crazy
What did he
stuff,
say
right?
that was nasty, Big Joe?
Oh my god.
For example, saying that people were being brought here to cleanse people like him from America. I think that's pretty crazy thing to say.
Well,
That's
can
already
you,
been proven. That's already been proven, and
By
there's a
who?
lot of religions that have, not even a lot, there's one specific religion that has been very adamant about that.
I think you're trying to say Muslim. Muslim is only 1% of the population. It's going to be very hard to cleanse the whites from America with just 1% of the population.
well, that
But-
would be wait. To be fair, that's the Muslims' goal, no matter where they go, right?
Well, I think he's trying to say the Muslims. I don't know. He didn't say it, but I think that's where he's going with it.
All right,
But,
River, where are you from, sir?
Buddy, I'm doing good. How you doing? I'm from California.
All right, what brings you up?
I just wanted to talk to Joe. Joe, Big Joe, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Good. Just pardon me if I forget my English at times because it's my second language. I'm
Andre,
American.
Andre. All right,
Ándale,
good.
ándale, so.
Hey,
Oh, yeah,
all
yeah.
good, man. All good, all good. No, yeah, I mean, I host, I'm kind of more in agreement with. But Joe, there's a fact that this country is in severe divisiveness because of echo chambers from a certain political party of not really allowing people to speak up in disagreement with them, and a lot of
But what
it
do you
is
mean?
because of colleges.
Just say what political party it is. You're gonna say the Democrats, I'm sure. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is. No, it is. And this is
Well,
something that Charlie Kirk has
then just
done
say it, bro.
with
You're limiting
every
yourself.
debate
You're kind
panel
of
that
blocking
he did
yourself.
was allow them to speak, allow them to have a platform. This is a debate between me and them. Don't get hateful. Be friendly, be kind, and let them talk. And you know, this is why the response to Charlie Kirk is the way that it is. And the bottom photo in his profile is the way that it is because it's a culture issue. And it's not a black culture. It's a culture of people who just do not care for the well-being of their neighbors anymore.
Again. What happened at the bottom? They did not do it in the name of the Democrat Party. They did it for in their eyes for racial justice. There's a big difference there. Did many Democrats jump in there? Yeah, that was a stupid thing to do. But those people never did it for the Democrat Party. They did not have a Joe Biden shirt on. They did not have a vote blue or all this kinds of stuff. No, they had nothing of that on. They did it in their view for racial justice.
Host, I would like to respond to Joe, please, for just a
Yeah,
moment.
go ahead.
Big Joe, the reason why they was fighting for racial injustice and racial equity is because one political party kept blasting police brutality on a specific race, which that was not the case. Actually, more white people get unalived by police than they do blacks. And they kept pushing it and promoting it so that they can do stuff like this, because this
Well, we
is
would
how
have to
they
see.
operate.
Sorry, we would have to see the per capita because overall there's going to be more white people, so there's a chance that more of them.
There's more white people unalived by police than there is black.
Per capita.
It
cannot
doesn't
just-
matter. It's
It does
13%
matter. It
of
does
the
matter because there's
population
more white
that's
people
responsible
overall.
for
So there's a chance-
60% of the crime. If there's more white people, sir, and there's a smaller percentage of black people, how is it that that small percentage of black people does more crime than the larger white percent?
Yeah, I know what number you.
Sir, I would
you're
be
talking
careful.
about.
I would be careful in saying that.
Be careful in saying what, Cracker Jack?
Well, by the way, Dave, I like the new look. And you dropped me for laughing because you said something funny and you look funny.
Julian, let's not act like you're one of these Australians where the broadcast.
No, you dropped me for laughing?
All right, you're better than that, Julian. All right, so what are you correcting him on, Julian?
First of all, okay, isn't it ironic? I believe that everybody has their time when they're going to go.
I'm going to give it 30 seconds before you say something dumb. Go ahead, dumbass.
Oh, I got that much time?
Go ahead,
Okay.
dumbass.
And Dave, you're good at it. Right in the I got a new song called Goop. Goop.
25
This
seconds.
this inspired my new song called Goop. Right in the middle of him saying 50% of the per capita crime.
I think that was shorter than 30 seconds, to be fair. Just so you know, if you're in the queue and your account is on private, I will not see you because I have a different account that I'm allowing people on.
Not Julian over here.
Bro.
Julian got shamed by me in another live because he wouldn't send a heart me, and I told him that his whole existence relies on
Canada, listen, I don't agree with Julian when it comes to the Middle East, but when it comes to domestic politics, I do align more with him. And I'll be honest, you're one of the dumbest motherfuckers that come up here, and you display that every time you're here.
Why are you just you're someone who met his match with me, and that's what
Of course,
I'm
yes,
okay with that.
of course. So what brings you up now, Canada?
No, I seen Julian up here, but I also wanted to get your
Wait,
thoughts
just to be clear, you shamed Julian because he didn't send a heart me.
to someone else. Yeah, and he doesn't have a heart me in here either. So,
But who gives a fuck?
I care.
Okay, but that's dumb.
No, you're a
You're
person
watching
who
another
believes in
man's
conservative Republican values, right? So you believe in that you have to earn your way through. This person is sending other people gifts because his gifter badge is
Okay. Once again, I could
but-
care less about his gifter badge.
I know, but I'm just saying that that's the type
All
of
right,
person
Canada.
Oh, you're saying I'm
Canada.
cheap? Is
All
he
right,
saying
stop.
I'm cheap? Dave, I'm gonna load my account. I'm gonna heart you just for him.
Well, I'm not
Thank
worried
you.
about that.
Dave, you
All
set
right,
to
hold
that?
on,
You got
hold on.
salesmen out there?
I know Canada. I know Julian. What's that say? In Gov, we trust. I think it says in Gov. Where are you from?
It's in Gov we mistrust. It's kind of a
Oh,
play
okay.
on
Well, either
in
way.
God we trust.
Where are you from,
So
sir?
I'm from Michigan.
And what brings you up?
I just wanted to talk about the prompt.
Okay, go ahead.
I think it's pretty telling what the responses were on both sides. What the different responses were versus one person who definitely wasn't a good person, who was a past criminal and who had a lethal dose of drugs in their system at the time that something unfortunate happened to them, versus a father, versus a good Christian man, a patriot, someone who stood up for the First Amendment. What happened to him was absolutely tragic. And the fact that certain people are celebrating that, and the fact that they're the same people who burned down cities when that happened to George Floyd, that's just very telling of their.
Well, we want to thank you for keeping the George Floyd legend alive.
In Gov, like
Thank
you're
you
right,
for
but do you
keep-
understand that
how many years ago
I
was
am a
that,
Republican. I'm
Dave?
right wing, but do you know that the
4
right
years
is
ago?
trying to
Wait,
monetize Charlie
Canada,
Kirk
you're
like
not
crazy?
Republican.
Have you seen
You're not
what all
Republican.
these people who are using him and looking at these conspiracy theories, and Nick Fuentes and Candace Owens and everybody on the right is trying to monetize Charlie Kirk in his
That's
in
all
his-
they're doing.
after he's
They
unaliving.
should.
That's
That's
just
a-
as bad.
no offense,
If you
Dave, but
destroy
that's what
property,
you're doing.
how much money are you destroying? $500? These people are trying to extract millions of dollars off of someone's passing away,
Of course.
off of someone's tragedy. So like it's just as bad, if not worse. It's
They're
disgusting.
comparing Charlie Kirk. Understand this. They're comparing Charlie Kirk to George Floyd.
So,
I'll take that all day.
Wait, hold on
I'll
one second.
take that all day.
Julian, stop. There is no comparison. Right?
How you're monetizing it?
Hold on one
You're
second.
doing it too. Everyone's trying
Wait,
to monetize
Canada,
it. They don't
Canada,
let the guy go
Canada,
to
you
go
should
to
know by
rest in peace.
Canada. You should know by now. Don't fucking talk when I talk. You want to overtalk the dumbass below you? Go for it, but don't overtalk me. Okay, for you to sit here and say I am comparing Charlie Kirk to George Floyd. I'm not comparing them.
You
There's
are.
no comparison. Charlie Kirk was a good man. George Floyd was a piece of shit.
That's a comparison,
What
Dave.
I'm
the reaction-
comparing,
That's
what
called
I'm
a
comparing,
comparison.
Julian, is the response.
The response, I'm
Oh,
saying,
okay,
the
so-
response
okay.
is on the right.
There you go.
They're trying to
Okay,
monetize.
so two different people. There's
Very
going to
good,
be a
Julian.
response from two different people, two different responses. Put Martin Luther King up there, though. That's more like it
Go start up a
now.
live, put up a picture of MLK, put up a picture
No.
of Farrakhan. Go
No, you
talk
should
about
go-
how Farrakhan murdered
Oh,
Malcolm X.
Lord.
I don't give a fuck.
Charlie
Really,
Kirk
Dave?
would be
You want your
disgusted
side.
by the
Dave.
right's response to this. I will tell you that. Charlie
Dave,
Kirk would be
You're
disgusted.
not a fuck. Take the glasses off. They make
Charlie
you look
Kirk would
smart,
be
and you're
absolutely
not.
disgusted by the way you guys are.
Right.
The way
I'm the dumb
right
one,
is thinking.
Julian. I have no problem with that. I don't sit up. I say all the time, I am a moron. No problem.
You don't really believe that.
okay. So
You
can
think
I,
Charlie
can I
Kirk
say
You're
something?
cosplaying a moron.
Y'all have been talking a lot. Let me say something here. So here's the thing. I don't think that the right is necessarily monetizing this in a way that's inappropriate. They're raising funds for. Hold on! Don't fucking overtalk me, you piece of shit. Hold up. I'm not gonna tolerate that bullshit. You can just stop right now. Listen, they are raising funds for Charlie Kirk's family. They are raising money for Turning Point.
Habibi, what are you doing, Habibi?
So, if you want to say there's an issue with them raising money, how much money did Black Lives Matter raise after what happened?
You
to
think it's
George
just raising
Floyd?
money?
They
What about all
profited
these
off of
scandals
that.
about Israel and
Don't
Bibi
you fucking
Netanyahu
overtalk me.
and these meetings
I'm
in the
not
Hamptons?
finished yet. How much money did Black Lives Matter raise from the death of George
Horrible. I know.
Floyd? Did any of that go to his family?
Horrible,
Did
horrible.
any of
But the
that
right
go
does the same
anywhere
thing.
other than to funding protesters and giving them rocks to throw?
It's the same thing. It's just you guys buy mansions with it.
Rocks are free. Ask the Palestinians.
I'll laugh at that one.
What do you think Alex Jones and those guys and Steve Bannon and Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes, what do you think they're all doing?
Okay,
They're
so,
going to say his name and bring
They're
him up in
gaining
Can I ask
conversation.
a question?
They're gaining
For
the
views
following and they're
for the next
carrying
all
on
right,
Sure,
hold on
Charlie
one
Kirk.
second, gents. Let the lady talk. Go ahead, Daniela.
So, DJ, where is your energy when the black people now on social media are trying to run a narrative that you shouldn't feel bad for Charlie Kirk because he
Okay,
was.
hold on. Let me get rid of Habibi.
Where is your energy when black folks on social media are trying to run a narrative that Charlie Kirk was a racist, therefore do not feel bad for him?
No, my energy is right there. That's wrong. I'm not.
Is
I'm
it?
not what you think
So
I
let me
am.
ask you. Amazing.
Here
So
comes Daniela with the
first
whataboutism.
of all,
I call
you,
both sides
yeah,
out.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
you don't. You're a
You were more
liar. You're a
concerned.
liar.
You were more concerned by a heart me, but not that the man believes in UFOs. Okay,
Let me get that
whatever.
heart me
The
for
man
you.
believed in who?
But
Exactly.
I'll in UFOs. But I'll put that aside for a second. The
And you
heart me
know that
was the
UFOs don't
problem.
exist.
Oh, here, a good prime example of insanity.
What
Anyways,
insanity?
so when black people allow themselves to go instigate hate towards a man that got on a live publicly just for vocalizing his opinions, do we have the right to call out the hypocrisy in the black community? Yes or no?
You have the right to do that, but you are doing the same crime just
Amazing.
differently.
So black
You guys are the
Americans,
sneaky
no.
fucking people who
Black
went to go try to
Americans
make money
thought it
off
was
someone
smart.
who's passed away.
Black Americans thought it was smart to go to the streets, loot, and burn because George Floyd got on a live. Black Americans also thought it was smart to go on social media and tell people not to mourn an innocent man using his freedom of speech
That's wrong.
just because they thought he was
But what about
racist,
what
but
was
they
wrong on the
never.
conservative side?
So why is it that when we call out hypocrisy, you
No,
guys
no,
go
no.
crazy?
No
Why
one's
don't
worried
you
about
go
that.
to your other side right now and go actually criticize them and let the host do whatever he wants to do?
Why are we, Daniela? Why are conservatives talking about this on this conspiracies with Bibi Netanyahu and
I
what was
don't
going on
care
there?
about I don't care about conspiracy
And they're
theories.
trying to monetize
You believe in
his passing.
UFOs.
I said you don't know that they don't exist.
So you want me? So here, I'll judge Candace Owens. I think Candace Owens is a horrible friend. I think she's politicizing his unaliving to push her own.
Monetizing.
No, no,
Same with a
no.
lot of
She's
other people on the right.
politicizing.
Both can be true. Both can be true.
She's taking her political views, using her friend to push her own personal agenda on
Mhm.
lies. Why don't you go criticize Candace Owens?
Are the right not doing what they're supposed to be doing and memorializing him and
They
also
are.
trying to
You
push
see
his
the
thing? No,
picture?
no, no, no. They're not. They're
100% they
inciting.
are. We're
They're pointing
fighting
the finger.
against demons.
They're pointing the finger
We're
and they're looking for
fighting
views and they're
against
trying to make money.
demons.
They're
No,
all
we're
trying to
sitting
make
every
money.
day fighting against demons.
All right. Once again, do not get upset when I drop everybody. I will do it. I don't know, 100 times this morning. Don't say that I'm a racist or whatever the fuck you guys say all the time. My friend Paul is here. Hi,
Hello?
Paul. How are you?
Yeah, good morning.
Alexandra, what are you saying? You have to because you. What does that mean? I don't understand what you're saying, love. Paul, good morning. How's everything?
Oh, I'm good. I was just
I'm
coming
great.
up
Thank you
here
for
to,
asking.
I'm up here was coming up here to respond to Daniela, who is always talking about we. But yesterday she was just saying how she was a small hat person and how her people run America. And you don't like Candace because Candace is exposing Israel. So that's what your real issue is.
All right. Well, I'll let Daniela respond. I'm trying to stay away from the Middle East, but I will allow this because
Yes, you just
I
said her
will.
people
A
runs
small hat.
America.
What's a small hat, people?
Clearly what you are.
What is that? I have no
If you
idea what
don't know
small
what
hat
you
people
are,
are.
then I don't know what to tell
No,
you.
I know I'm Jewish. I know I'm not a small hat
Hey, so
person.
that's a small hat person then.
Oh, you see, prime example how black people could say whatever they want, and then when you hit
You can
back,
say
you're
whatever you
a
want.
racist.
You can say
Daniela,
whatever
can you
you
spell your
want.
name?
You're a
Paul,
Your
racist.
name
Paula.
Correct
makes
your
no sense.
sister,
How's it going,
DJ.
You
sister? How
don't
you
like
Who
doing?
Correct your
spells
Candace
sister,
Daniela
because
with an
she's
DJ.
EA at the end?
she's
DJ,
exposing
correct your
Israel.
sister. She just called me a small hat, brother.
You don't
Hold
like
on,
What's
sister.
Israel
a small
because
hat?
she's exposing Israel and she is not
Sister,
using Kirk
Oh
as a
no,
way
not
to
Candace
push her
Owens
agenda.
exposing
black
Israel. What will
woman,
we
black
ever
woman.
do?
This is
Should we
Julian.
take her
I'm a
out?
black man.
Wait, she
Listen,
just made a perfect point.
I'm a black
So,
man, ma'am.
so
So listen,
Charlie Kirk
we have a
devoted to
history of black
Israel.
people
Shut up,
being
Julian.
unalived for talking.
Shut up. She just made
We
a
could start
perfect
with Martin Luther
point.
King being
All
unalived
right,
for talking.
Julian, just chill out. Okay, just chill
She
out.
just made a perfect point. So Charlie
No,
Kirk,
you
which
made a
99,
perfect
let
point.
me
You was
speak.
up here
Let me
yesterday
talk.
saying how
Let me talk.
your
Let me talk,
people
Paul.
run
Paul.
America.
Paul.
Like, did
Let
you
me
not say
talk.
that on this panel yesterday?
Paul,
That your
no,
people
I'm
run
being
America?
sarcastic. It's called
No, you wasn't
sarcasm.
being sarcastic. That's how
Now,
you
Daniela, just
really
sing me a
Paul,
feel.
song.
no, Sarah, one second. You made a perfect point, okay?
That's how you
Candace
really feel.
Owens is totally against the state of Israel. Yet Charlie Kirk is 99.9% with the state of Israel and
No,
has
he was
criticism
not.
like
99%. He
everybody
said you
Was
had
else.
a
not.
stand down
In the
order
end,
in
he
So
was
Israel.
not
why
with
would Israel
Israel.
not take
Charlie
out
Kirk said you had
Candace
a stand down
Owens?
order.
Why didn't he go to Israel
Why
then?
wouldn't
Charlie
Israel
Why
Kirk
take
said
didn't
you
he
had
out
a
go to
stand down
Candace
order.
Israel?
Can you
Owens?
answer that?
Hello,
Why
why is
wouldn't he
everybody
take?
jumping?
Why didn't he take
Why
your
wouldn't
president up
Israel
on his
take
offering?
out Candace Owens?
Why didn't he? Why didn't Kirk go to Israel
Why
then?
wouldn't Israel take out Candace Owens?
What you mean? Why wouldn't
She's
he?
a big threat on Israel. That's what you claimed.
No,
Charlie Kirk was a
she's
man of God
exposing Israel now.
and
You
was
just
not.
claimed that
She
Candace
would never be
Owens is a
president.
threat to
Let me answer Drew
Israel.
Paul. Drew Paul, because she had no chance of becoming president.
Who said Charlie
Charlie
Kirk
Kirk
is
was
going
being
to be
groomed.
one?
Charlie Kirk was being groomed to be president. You
Charlie Kirk said
you
he's not
Cupid
going for
stew.
politics.
Cupid stew. He's
But
way bigger
Charlie
than
Kirk
Candace
said he's
Owens. You
not
Cupid
going for
stew.
politics.
He's way well. He could. He
Do
could
you
But he
know he's
today.
a
didn't.
Listen, can
politician?
we
He
He's
all
could
agree
saying
that
he's
as
today.
well?
not.
Like, Charlie Kirk was not a bad person.
You
Would you
guys are
agree with
going
that?
pretty hard. Wait, you going pretty hard to say the
Oh my
Jays
God,
had
these
nothing to do
people
with
are
it.
so dumb.
Y'all are going pretty
I can't
hard.
handle it. I
I
But
can't
never said
handle
that.
these
Julian,
boys.
Yeah, we
Julian,
can't handle your rhetoric
just hold
either.
on one
Yeah,
second.
you look guilty.
Hold on 1 second, please. Julian, did you watch? This is just my thought process. Okay, is there are people like Candace Owens, etc., on this app as well that are pushing a narrative. And to me, when I sat there and watched the two events that happened today, you had the county talk about the charges and read through all the messages and stuff like that. And then you had the court case, which really not much was said there. But to me, in my mind, as I sat there and watched, listened to it, I thought this bullshit story and this narrative that Israel did it, I thought that would be put to bed. But
Well, where there's
obviously it's
smoke,
not. So
It
did you
should be
watch?
put to
well,
bed, but the problem is
where there's
Israel
Hold
is
on,
trying to
hold
latch
on,
onto a fact.
Canada. Hold on 1 second, okay, dumbass. I'm asking Julian.
yeah. I'm gonna be
Okay,
honest. I haven't. I'm gonna be honest.
okay,
I
fair
haven't.
enough. Okay,
I
no
can
problem.
form
Don't say anything else.
Right.
Canada, did you watch the news conference that the state gave today or yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And sitting there and listening to it, do you feel that the state of Israel is more or less responsible after listening to that?
I didn't think they were responsible to begin with.
Okay, great.
However,
Okay, no problem. No problem. I don't want to hear anything else. Did you watch the news conference today?
which one?
I'm talking to Paul.
Oh.
No, I didn't watch it today. I was
Okay.
under the weather today, so I really wasn't on here like that or on
Okay.
my phone at all. But
Well, I hope you feel better, Paul.
I do feel like Israel is definitely not an ally of America,
Who's not
and
an ally of America?
Israel.
Okay, tell me the a better ally than the state of Israel.
I don't think
Canada.
they are. I think America needs to focus on America more.
I
We
understand,
need
but
to
you
work
said
out
that
our own country.
Israel's not a great ally.
America
So I'm
is
looking.
always looking out for everybody else. Like,
Wait,
know,
say that last part again.
I feel like America is always looking out for everyone else. Like, and then
Okay, but
definitely,
there are times,
and then
and
definitely Israel is more for the left anyway. So,
aren't
and
you
they
on the
just have
left?
like all these little hidden agendas.
Israel is what? Israel is on the
Yeah,
left.
Charlie
Well, to
was
be
a part of
fair,
that.
Democrats, more
Danielle, I can help you.
Democrats.
More Jewish Democrats in the United States of
So
America, 100%
Charlie Kirk was
agree.
a big
But
proponent
the
of.
state of Israel, 1 second, DJ, but the state of Israel itself is more right leaning. So when you talk about Israel, we are righties. If you talk about
Oh,
Jewish
now it's we.
Democrats in the
Now
United
you
States of
represent we.
America, yes,
You gotta pick a
I'm
So
side.
the
Jewish.
Jewish
I'm
population
Jewish.
in the United States funds a lot of left-leaning initiatives.
Okay, and the state of
Charlie
Israel
Kirk
goes
was an
against
opponent of
who?
that, and he had
Amazing,
made
and we are
several
as well.
statements.
But we are as well.
Huh?
We are as well.
What do you mean we are as well?
State of Israel. We condemn George Soros. We condemn any lefty Democrat putting money into institutions that are pushing anti-Semitism and Hamas rhetoric. What
Not
do you
just
mean?
George Soros. There's way more.
Any of them, any left-leaning Democrats in the
Okay,
United States of America that are putting money in institutions pushing the anti-Semitism and the Hamas rhetoric,
perfect.
what do you
This
think
is
we
like we
go
want to hear.
against?
This one, we love that when you're denouncing other Israelis. We love to hear that.
But what do you mean? We always do.
But
What
they
do you
can
mean?
disagree, Canada. Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't align with every Republican. I can criticize Donald Trump. But, both the state of Israel and the Republican Party, they're not cults.
So I know, but the issue, Dave, is the fact that after his passing, Israeli tried to align themselves with his image after passing away.
Canada. They were
Bibi said,
already
"Oh, like he
Canada.
gave the
They were
condolences," and
already
everyone was like, "Oh, he
aligned.
loved us." He
They
never
were
loved
already
Israel.
aligned. What are you talking about?
Charlie
Go
never
watch
loved
the
Israel.
videos on Charlie's visit to the state of Israel. What are you talking about?
Well,
He was
Max
criticizing
Blumenthal,
secular
what's his
Jews. He
name?
was criticizing secular Jews. We know
No,
that.
I'm seeing this story in
If he went
mainstream media.
on air in a podcast and said, I have a feeling that they might have said they might have had a stand down order while October 7th happened. What the
But
fuck
he
does that mean?
asked, what do you mean? In 2023, I reposted a video of Charlie Kirk, which I knew that people are going to use against him, where he's saying, there's IDF in every corner in Israel. Where were they for 6 hours? Guess what, DJ? Guess what, DJ? Israelis say it too.
Just like Americans
righties in
criticize.
Israel.
You have some internal things to look at.
And we say it wasn't
duh.
inside, and we say it was facilitated by Netanyahu and his war cabinet. I say that. My leader has said that for 2
You
years.
believe your
And I
prophet is a
believe that.
UFO, bro.
Well, the government believes in UFOs.
Now we're making
dumbass.
progress, guys.
Hold on, dumbass Daniela, because you keep pulling that out your ass. Do you want to debate me on it? Because you bring it
That
up
your
every fucking
prophet
night.
is a UFO?
The government believes in UFOs, dumbass.
But you say your prophet is
not only
wrong.
do they believe in it,
But
they've
you believe
admitted
your
it.
prophet is a UFO,
Now
bro.
you're deflecting. That's
Be
a
beef
Jew
to the
deflection
mother sheep.
tactic.
So DJ,
That's a
at the end
Cupid
of the
stew
day, you
deflection.
even
Do you
have
want to
me
debate
as
it?
a far right
Do you want to
in
debate it or
Israel
not? Do you
that
want to
chose
debate it or not? You
right
don't want to
wing
debate it, so
many,
shut
many
up, bitch.
times. I question what happened. What do you
Yeah.
mean? Yes, we
Yeah.
do that in Israel.
Yeah.
What's the
You
difference
need
if Charlie
to
Kirk
worry
or I
about
did
them
it?
hypersonic.
All right, so there's our Middle East segment for the night, hopefully. No offense to anybody, I just like focusing on the greatest country on this planet. That would be America. So let's see. I'm so sorry. Does it say Lou Blade?
Yellow body.
Oh, okay. How fancy. Where are you from, sir?
America.
America. And what brings you up?
I was just talking about the response. I think it's a different context.
Okay.
With the response to Kirk and the response to George Floyd, I think it's a little bit different.
Okay.
One was
Let
an
me just say a couple sentences, and you tell me where I go off the rails or I'm wrong. Two different communities had somebody die within their community. One person preached more prayer, more God, trying to get people to go back to a religion, inspired people to vote more, whether you agree or disagree. And that has inspired more prayer and more conversation. The other person was a career criminal that died of an overdose that inspired more crime. So, out of those few sentences, which one or which couple are inaccurate?
So, based off your argument, someone who is more religious is more.
I'm so sorry. I asked you directly. I made 4, 5, 6 statements or sentences right there. Were any of them inaccurate?
Inaccurate?
Or wrong? Is that a better word?
No, but your ideology is wrong.
My idea. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Explain.
So basically, what you're trying to get at is someone who has a religious background or someone who preaches the word is already morally better than someone else. Is what you're telling me?
Well, I'm so sorry, Lou. If I just put up a photo of two people, take the race out of it, take how they died out of it, who was a better person? A career criminal, multiple drug charges, had fentanyl in his system, was part of a robbery where they impersonated a water department employees, where he had a gun and somebody had a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach, or somebody that inspired more people to vote.
I'd say it's a question of a lesser evil.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Just take the race, take the names off of it. Who was a better human being?
The lesser evil was probably Kirk, but they're both evil.
Okay, wait, say that again.
Having a lesser evil doesn't make you a good person. That's pretty much the argument you're saying.
Okay, so are you saying George Floyd was a bad person?
I mean, yeah, if you said he overdosed and had a gun to someone's stomach, I mean...
Okay, are you saying Charlie Kirk is a bad person?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But it seems like you're more adamant about Charlie Kirk being a bad person than
I just said George
the
Floyd
career
is
criminal.
more evil, but it's an argument of lesser evil, but both are evil. So why not just put them both in an evil
Okay.
category?
Okay, fair enough. Very dumb, but that's fine, no problem. So in your mind, why has the response been different?
Why has the response been different?
Why are you wait, hold on 1 second. Here, let me tuck you in for bed. All right, let's go to Valerie. Valerie, where are you from?
I'm from California.
And what brings up Valerie?
Oh, I was just trying to understand, how are you comparing the two? I mean, I didn't know neither one of them, so I have no feeling for either one.
Of course. Do you think my photos are inaccurate?
I just don't understand what one has to do with the other.
I'll be honest. My thought process was just thinking about how peaceful and how inspiring the response to Charlie has been, and then I couldn't help but think to 2020, where St. George Floyd died, and there were people that decided.
Why do you call him that?
Well, that's the way you guys portray him, right?
Who are you guys?
The Democrats. The Democrats do
I'm
that.
not. What would make you
Valerie,
think I'm a
hold on,
Democrat?
Valerie, just anybody that comes up and says, "I don't understand why you're comparing them." Okay, I know exactly what I got. Okay,
I am not a Republican.
Tell me you voted for Carmela Harris without telling me
I did not vote for neither one.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so
you need to take it back.
There's no Trump voters coming up with the opening statement that you made. Okay, simple enough.
I don't understand. So what?
Okay, so the question, Valerie, very simple. Why has the response been different?
I don't know.
Okay. So where do we go from here?
I just don't understand what one has to do with the other.
Did you hear the breakdown I gave the numbnuts that just yawned? That we have two different communities that lost somebody, right? And I don't know. I can't help but think the responses have been so different. And
I didn't know neither one of them. So
I think it represents the two groups very well, right? There's
two groups of who?
The two groups of people, right? Do you see the top one where they're kind of praying or holding a vigil? And then there's another group in this country. They look for any reason to go get a new pair of Nikes for free, right?
I have no idea because I don't do that kind of stuff.
Have no idea,
I'm not sure what.
Then you can't add much to the conversation if you have no idea.
But you're not making any sense. One doesn't have to do with the other. Neither they're two separate incidences. So I'm kind of it doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Well, if it doesn't make sense to you, then it's a dead end, right? What do you want me to do? How can I make it make sense for you when I have broken it down?
I just don't understand how you're comparing the two. It makes no sense.
Well, Valerie, let's be honest, right? It makes one group of people in this country look dumb, right? It makes them look like a bunch of criminals. You agree with that? So you might not like the comparison for that reason, but it is what it is.
I don't know because it make this. I don't know anybody who would even respond to either one in a certain way.
Oh, elaborate on that.
I don't know. Someone's talking about what happened to George Floyd was horrible. What happened to Charlie Kirk was horrible.
Of course. And in regards to the first one, just a crazy idea. Maybe let's not have fentanyl in our system, but continue.
Yeah, but there's other situations that have happened where people get hurt regardless of whether they had drugs in their system or not.
Okay.
But here you have a person who didn't have drugs in their system and they still got hurt. And?
Okay. All right. Anything else, Valerie?
No, that's it. Thank you.
All right, Valerie. That was an intelligent conversation. I appreciate you. All right. I'm so sorry. I might. Where are you from?
I'm from Kentucky.
And what brings you up, sir?
Because you're sitting here lying. I know you guys cry whenever you're called racists, but
Wait,
you're
hold on
making
one second. I might. Hold on one second. You said I'm sitting up here lying. Tell me one thing that I said that was inaccurate, please. Go ahead.
You said George Floyd died of an overdose.
Okay. Did the fentanyl help or hurt him that day?
I have no idea.
Okay,
If
then
he
if
had
you have no
fentanyl.
idea, then it is what it is.
But
Okay.
but let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. If you, for example, like drink a beer and then I stab you in the neck, did the beer help you or hurt you?
I think
Or
that's
was
a
the
very.
stabbing that was
Wait, I'm
causing
so
that?
sorry. Since when does a single beer kill somebody?
I'm sure it's happened. Since when does
Wait, hold, stop,
when
stop.
does
Wait,
since when
stop.
does fentanyl kill
Stop.
you
I might
after
stop.
you have trace amounts?
Wait, hold on. So your opening statement is that
You're a liar and a
beer.
racist.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So beer is the same as fentanyl now?
No, but my point is that when you take fentanyl, if you're going to overdose, you pretty much overdose immediately. You
Okay.
take too much and you pretty much overdose immediately. Are you trying to say that he took it like as the cop was choking him to death, or are you
Once
trying?
again, it's just a very simple question. Did the fentanyl help or hurt his breathing that
Very
day?
simple question. Did the coroner report that he died from an overdose, or did they report that he died from asphyxiation due to pressure on the neck?
Well, I
From
think there was a lot of pressure on people like the coroner. There was pressure on people like the DA.
no, there's pressure. There's pressure on his neck, and the coroner said, in a court of law, their job is to literally. Do you think that they're a very political person, or do you think that their job is just
Yes,
to determine
yes, I
who
think they
dies?
were pressured. And there's a documentary called "The Burning of Minneapolis." I encourage you to go watch that because I've had dumbasses like you come up here all high and mighty.
Okay,
And
well,
then
I'll be a dumbass again.
Hold
and
on,
I'll-
don't talk when
I'll
I
switch.
talk. Don't talk when I talk. Okay? When I talk, you shut the fuck up. All right? But I've had dumbasses like you come up here and then they go watch that documentary and it makes more sense. But let's go to Black.
No,
Black, where are you
let
from?
me make one more point.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I've heard enough of you. You're a
Yeah, I know,
grown-up
because
kid and
I'm
they came
crushing
up
you
here
and you're
and
scared
put
to
a
lose the
single.
debate
Hold
because
on.
you're a
hold
tired
on.
little racist baby and you
Yes,
think that all
I'm
black.
the racist, no problem. Let me help you guys out. You guys are triggered by this photo. You're going to come up here and say crazy shit. I'm not going to get triggered. I don't give a fuck. Black, where you from?
Bro, I'm from all around. I'm kind of like a nomad.
All right, Nomad. What brings you up?
So let's go. So I want to preference this by saying I'm not on the left or the right. I'm pretty independent, right? And I just wanted to say that well, I wanted to ask you a few questions and kind of get your mindset. Is that okay?
How about this? How about you just respond to my photo? Let's make it simple. Why is there a different type of response? That's all I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a Q&A.
Well, I was going to answer that as well but I want to ask you a few questions. But I can answer that first.
Black.
Right?
Black. Hello?
I just said I'll answer the prompt.
Very good. Go.
Yeah, cool. So the response is, in my opinion, and once again, I'm not the left or the right, but I honestly think that the left possesses some sort of spirit within them, right? That will make them fight for what they believe in. I think that with all this talk of civil war going on, I think that the right, it has an absolute right to be afraid of the left because they will burn down America for their ideology and what they believe in. The right is weak. The right is weak. They're constantly toting their GUNs. Hold on
and
one
they're
constantly saying that they're strong.
Hold on one second,
Yeah,
Black.
hold on.
I was looking at the queue. You're saying the right is weak. Why is it that the right, the Republicans...
Hold on one second. Let me...
no, Black, stop.
If you had let me finish, your question would have been answered.
But Black, how are you...
I was just about to tell you why the right is weak.
Black, hello. Once again, your opinion means nothing. Let's just look at the facts, right? Republicans...
Yeah, go ahead, sure.
Control the House, they control the Senate, they control the White House, they control the Supreme Court. So how is it that you, Mr. Independent, the smart guy that you are coming up here saying that the right is weak? Go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. So I wasn't talking in terms of political positioning in America, right? No matter how much y'all try to fight, America is growing more and more progressive by the day,
How
right?
how is that possible when Trump won in a resounding way just less than a year ago?
What does it mean to be progressive?
Wait, can you answer my question? How can
Well,
you, Black?
I don't
This
think you
is
understand what it means to be progressive.
okay. Go ahead, teach me, a wise one.
Okay, no problem. So, regardless of who the president is, if you look at polling done, right, America is becoming more and more progressive. Not only that,
Black, stop.
oh my
And the
God,
reason why I'm cutting
I
you
keep
off,
answering your questions, but you keep.
Black,
Sorry for
shut the
interrupting your questions. My
shut
answer.
the
Go
fuck
ahead.
up.
Sorry for
So
answering
wait,
my
Black,
your
shut the
questions with my
fuck up,
answers.
Black. Shut the
Suck my
fuck
dick.
up.
Suck my dick.
Okay, sounds
You're
good.
gonna get
So,
splatted. You're gonna get splatted just like your hero.
okay.
Okay,
You're
relax.
doing
Can I
right.
say
You're going to get
something?
I'm not
splatted.
worried about that.
You're going to get
You,
splatted.
Black, you have came
The
up
left
here.
has been taking y'all out since Abe Lincoln.
Okay, very
The
good.
left, the left has been taking y'all out.
Black,
Go
once
Can
ahead
I
and
again.
say
keep crying
something?
about your cities
Daniela,
Black,
burning
shut
Daniela,
up.
down.
stop. Black,
Keep crying. Keep
you have
praying to
done
God.
nothing but
Keep
embarrass
praying to
yourself,
God. Keep
right?
praying to God.
Black, the
Keep praying to
difference,
God.
once again,
Keep
I
praying to
am
God.
not going to get triggered
Keep
by what a
praying to God.
dumbass on
Keep
TikTok
praying to
says, right?
God.
Okay, very good.
Keep
I'm not
praying to God.
religious at all.
They
All right,
popped
so
that Trump.
Black,
They popped your man Charlie Kirk.
I got you, Black.
The right won't fight back because
I got you, Black. I appreciate you. Very good. Let's go to Dante. Dante, where are you from?
I'm from Philadelphia.
All right, Philly. Philly. What brings you up?
Well, I noticed I was just scrolling through my TikTok. I noticed your background with the response to Charlie Kirk and the response to George Floyd and everything. I just got here, so I didn't hear the whole conversation. But I was thinking to myself about this when I seen it on somebody else's prompt that the reason that there was a different response between George Floyd and a different response between Charlie Kirk is because of, I mean, don't get me wrong, they were both, neither one deserved to die, but the way that they lived made them different types of people. To Charlie Kirk, he spoke about respect. He spoke about, the things that he spoke about, that people, he would not want people burning down cities and rioting behind him. That would be counterproductive to the things that he spoke and taught about. Whereas with George Floyd, even though he was in fact a criminal, he didn't deserve to die. He burnt the city down. That was more a reaction to the police than it was to his actual death.
Okay. To me, I think that there are a group of people that they buy into propaganda throughout this country that it's white versus black, right? There's more white people that die at the hands of police officers every year in this country. And for some reason, a lot of gullible, useful idiots decided to take a video and then go set cities on fire. Doesn't make sense. There are
Well,
more
see,
people throughout the world that die of lightning strikes than there are cops killing white people in America. So
see,
I don't get that. Go ahead.
okay, well, and I'm not saying that you're wrong on that, but what I'm saying is that you could be absolutely right. I don't know the statistics behind that, but at the
But if
same
I'm
time,
going to be pissed off about something, if I'm going to go and join a movement like BLM, I'm going to know the stats, right?
well, I just want to put out there that I'm mixed, so I'm not on the black
Okay,
side of
and
this, and
that's
I'm
why
not on
I'm
the
not.
white side of
Once
this.
again, when I talk, I'm not necessarily talking directly to you. Just as in general, why join a movement if you have no clue what the fuck is going on?
Right. Well, I'm not talking about actually joining the movement. What I'm saying is that at the end of the day, I don't know how to put this without sounding a certain kind of way, but I mean, it's just, people are taught differently. What I'm trying to say is that in your household and in my household, you were probably brought up to handle problems differently than I was. You feel me? So it's not even about that. It's about the way that people were taught to handle themselves, the things that they,
So people take care of violence with violence?
yes. I
What
mean,
do you mean,
like,
yes? So that's why you guys are a bunch of hypocrites. I don't know if you're a part of
no,
that
I'm not, I'm not,
party.
I'm not saying that it's
Okay,
okay.
this is the
What
party with this is the problem with the Democratic side. You guys hate violence, you hate guns, but yet you're the first ones to use them. You cry babies when it doesn't go your way.
I don't hate guns. I got guns. What I'm saying
Democrats
is
do.
I'm not a
The first
Democrat.
one to use
I'm not a
them. Who are
Republican.
you? What are you even talking about?
I'm Daniela.
Yeah, hi
Okay,
So
Daniela.
let
It's
hold on
so
me.
one
nice
second.
to meet you. It's
Hold
so
on one
nice to meet
second. Hold
you.
on one second, please. Olivia, where are you from, love?
From California.
And what brings you up?
Just the picture, the depiction of what you posted didn't sit
What
well
do
with
you mean
me.
depiction? Oh, I'm so sorry. They're both accurate photos. You
It's
agree?
a depiction of what your rhetoric is.
Okay,
Clearly,
and
it's
what's
a
my rhetoric,
depiction.
Olivia?
So clearly, you are idolizing Charlie Kirk and you are demoralizing George Floyd in this
And
picture. Am I
well,
wrong or am I right?
I'm not doing either, right? There are two
Why would you
photos.
show everyone
Olivia,
having their arms
hold
up
on
in
one
power
second.
to the people
Olivia,
with Charlie Kirk and then the city's burning with George Floyd?
And that's exactly what has happened, right? There's been more
So
prayer.
that's your depiction of it, though. That's your
I got you.
perception.
So the question is, Olivia, why the different reaction?
What's your question?
Why the different reaction, right? Why has one inspired more prayer and one inspired looting?
That's your depiction of it. That's what I'm saying. It's a depiction. It's your perception of it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Are there cities burning the last few days? Is there looting going on that I did not see?
Did you see the vice president taking George Floyd back in a coffin on a plane? Did he give the same respect?
Why would he take
Who is Charlie Kirk to
Wait,
the president
Olivia,
and the
that's
vice
your
president
argument? Is that
versus
JD
George
Vance?
Floyd?
That's your argument?
The depiction of your picture, it says 1,000 words. That's why I came up here.
Okay. So once again, can you address what I'm talking about? Why is it that one response was to pray more, the other one was to loot and set fires?
That's your depiction of it.
Okay.
So the people.
Olivia,
So
every time you say the word depiction, I'll take a shot.
Okay,
Like,
great.
what are we doing?
Okay, great.
So,
Then
Olivia,
we'll be
you
on the
want to
same
answer
wavelength.
the question, or should I just move on? It's no big deal. You're not going to sit up here and say depiction 15 times. Why the different response? Go.
So George Floyd was a guy that had a fake $20 bill.
And fentanyl in his system. And he was
that's not why he was arrested. That's not why he was unalived.
No problem. Go ahead.
Can we agree on that?
Okay, go ahead.
So the people fought back. That's what a democracy is. Whether we stand with it, yeah.
Fighting back is setting fires and looting?
I also fought back, and I'm a YT woman. I also fought back.
Stop, Olivia.
Against the government.
Olivia, stop.
If you ask me a question and I can't answer,
I understand. I've heard enough of your bullshit. Have you ever felt guilty for being
Got
what?
it. Say it again.
Have you ever felt guilty for being a white woman in
America?
Never.
No.
Okay.
Never.
Who did
Why
you
would
vote
I feel
for,
guilty?
Olivia?
Why would I feel guilty?
Olivia, who did you vote for?
Should I feel guilty?
Hello, Olivia. Is my thing working? Who did you vote for?
No, I'm asking you a question as well. You can't be the only one asking questions.
Let me tell
Why
you
would you ask me if I would feel guilty?
Olivia,
Why would I feel guilty?
Okay. Here, Olivia. Here, let me drop your dumbass.
Okay, got it. You can't even answer.
Can I say something?
Hold on 1 second, Dante, if you can. Russian, where are you from?
Pennsylvania.
And what brings you up, sir?
So, what brings me up is why are we having a fight between the left and the right when it's Israel who did this?
Okay, Russia. Listen, conspiracy night is...
It's not a conspiracy night.
Wait, hold on,
it's
Russian.
Not a conspiracy night.
Russian, let me get rid of you.
Right.
Once again, if you want to come back on Saturday night, we have conspiracy night here. I sit there and talk about Tower 7 and how it, it came down for no reason and blame a whole bunch of shit on the Jews, and that's that. Go ahead, Dante. Say something before I bring up others. Go ahead, sir.
All right. So what I was going to basically say was that now that I understand your question a little bit better and everything like that, I think that the response to Charlie Kirk and the response to George Floyd was different because with George Floyd, people actually sat there and watched the police murder him. People that generally, and I'm not saying that more black people were murdered. I'm not saying more white people are murdered, but we got the right to fight against a tyrannical government, and that at that moment was a tyrannical government when they murdered that man the way that they did.
So, because of allegedly one officer's actions, the whole government is that way? I don't get that.
No, I'm not saying the whole government is like that. What I'm saying is that I'm not justifying anything. I'm just trying to put it to you the way that I understand it because I understand it. I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying that it can be justified. I'm saying that
People watch Charlie Kirk get unalive.
Daniela, let that man finish speaking.
I'm not
One
sure.
second.
I
How
think a
many
little over.
people watch
No,
Charlie
she's up here
Kirk
to
get
do. She's
unalive?
up here to do just that.
I think a
Interrupt.
little over 3,000, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Do you
She
see
can't.
them
She can't
looting?
debate.
Do you see them
No,
looting?
not at all.
Okay. So why are they not
These,
taking their anger like that?
well, for one thing, these are college kids who got a future, for one thing. And a lot
So
of
the
it
people
also,
that looted don't have a future?
I'm not saying,
Victims,
I'm not
Wait,
saying they
what?
victims,
don't have a
victims.
that they don't have a future. What I'm saying is that the people that are tearing their own cities up and shit like that, that they don't really have nothing that they care about. The people that's in college, they care about their future. The ones that's
So
tearing
wait,
up
wait,
their
let
city,
me
they
get
don't
this
care about
straight.
that.
Okay, now
Let us
you
watch a crime. Let us watch a crime. We have no future, so let us go commit more crimes?
That's
Huh?
their logic
That's not
behind
even
it.
making sense what he's saying.
What I'm saying is, no, what I'm saying is that you got
The
people who
people
are
that were doing that, you think everybody that was out there looting didn't have anything to lose?
basically because shit. I mean, at the end of the day,
So you're
they
telling me
out there
people
tearing the
said,
shit. There
F it,
was
let me go loot and go to jail?
All right, can I
no.
just
What
put
I'm
a pause
saying,
on this real quick? Golden, where are you from? Golden? All right, go ahead. Whoever was talking, go ahead, pick it back up.
Well, I
just
just
saying.
think this goes back to the original topics that you had before about people wanting to receive reparation and still feel like they're victims of the past and they cannot move on, and they're still out there acting like hoodlums.
Yeah,
I
we
agree.
still
Just hold on one second. Tanner, where are you from?
from Utah.
What brings you up, sir?
Yeah, just to respond to the prompt here.
Okay, give me your thoughts.
All right. So one of the main difference between the response from Charlie Kirk and George Floyd, being a Utah resident, within hours I heard the governor get up and say that we will find you and we will serve the unalive punishment
Yep.
for you.
Yep.
On the
Right
opposite
away.
side of that, we have George Floyd, where Derek Chauvin was not arrested for 5 days. And so when we hear the chants of no justice, no peace, that is literally what it's for. And we see that throughout all these cases where it's the rioting, it's the lack of response to the rioting that actually drives people to make the arrest.
Do you think that
Get
the
arrested? Every cop get arrested when he pew pew somebody?
I mean, in recent years, through 2020 or
Sir,
through
when a
2019,
cop unalives somebody, do they get immediately arrested or do they go into investigations?
if
Going to
it's a
investigation.
documented
Exactly my
case of
point, Tanner.
murder where you have the body camera
All of
footage
them are
before you can
documented.
request
They
it from
all have
public
body
record,
cams.
no.
Black people, watch this Cupid stew. Listen to her. She's a
They
devil.
all have
Listen
body
to her
cams. What are you
psychology.
talking
This is how
about?
they justify racism. Black people. If you don't know, you know who the redneck is, but you don't know who this Caucasian J is.
not the
Okay?
Caucasian J?
This is a
All right,
Caucasian J. They're
Tanner.
the other side
All
of
right,
white
Julian, hold on,
supremacy.
Farrakhan. Hold on,
Listen to
Farrakhan.
her psychology now.
Hold on, Farrakhan. Tanner, are, the slow response in your mind, okay, I disagree, but let's go with it. Does that justify the whole summer or multiple weeks of U.S. cities where buildings were set on fire and there was looting? Does that justify it, do you think?
I don't think it justifies it. I think it sends the wrong message to people
Oh,
that if they loot and murder and riot, then they will make the arrest. And that's what we saw throughout cases over the summer.
then why not? Why didn't the looting and the fire stop when the arrest was made?
It did stop when the arrest was made. It went
That's
back on
inaccurate.
during
That's
the
inaccurate.
trial.
Wait, I'm so sorry, Tanner. Are you saying that
And
the
which
looting,
city are you talking about?
Tanner, every night, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, they were live in different cities, whether it's Philly, Minneapolis, LA, where people were looting for weeks and weeks and weeks and setting fires, right? So
Do you have a source for that?
what I don't get, Tanner, is why come up here and lie and act as if they did stop?
Okay, you made the claim, so what's your source for that?
I have working eyes, and everybody sat there and watched for weeks. Tanner, are you saying that the news coverage in the summer of 2020 that was made up, or I'm just
Yeah, you said the summer of 2020, and I agreed with you. I said from 2019, the murders that we saw from police or law enforcement triggered these responses when people were not arrested.
I got you. But
Yeah,
Tanner,
it was in the
why is
climate
it,
of a lot
Julian,
of.
stop please. Tanner, why is it that statistically there are more white people murdered by police, but the crackers aren't acting like that? Why is that? And I want to answer the question first. I think there are a group of people in this country that consistently play victim and look for any reason to go steal a new pair of Nikes or a big screen TV. So, what is your answer to that question?
Well, I think, well, if we look at both sides of these things, right? We look at the crimes that are associated or predominantly committed by white people. We could talk about that. But what we're talking
Oh,
about
Tanner,
is
I don't wait,
response
Tanner,
to
I don't think that's smart to do
justice.
because we've been talking in here for the last few weeks that over half the murders in this country are committed by 13% of our population, which is the black population.
Yeah, we can talk about child essay, which is committed by
I understand,
white
but
people at 87% of the time.
But the difference is, Tanner, why is it that every single person that has your mindset, you refuse to acknowledge facts, right? Look at.
I'm not like I'm telling you the fact. You wanted to know what the difference was. I'm a
Hey,
Utah resident.
do you have
the
access
government
to
announced the
statistics?
unalive penalty right away.
Wait, say that again.
I said I'm a Utah resident. We had the governor within hours announce that he would seek the unalive penalty for this crime.
Okay,
Justice was served on a silver platter.
So
do you
wait.
not see the no justice, no peace? This is the entire premise of Black Lives Matter. So then go prosecute the people who actually commit the crime.
And George Floyd is not an isolated incident, bro. Charlie Kirk is.
At all.
Yeah,
Well,
not even
once
over
again,
that summer.
we're saying it's an isolated incident. There are more white people killed by police every year in this country.
No, what I'm saying,
Crazy
the
is
exoneration
the
rate is for
reaction.
but listen,
black victims and police brutality. Do you know what the exoneration rate is for police officers when it comes to black people and police brutality?
Okay, go ahead. Tell me.
It's 82%.
Okay, fair enough.
aren't black
Like,
people?
I don't.
You
What
know
do you
what's
want me to do
interesting?
about that?
What's
Aren't black people
interesting is you would assume that if more whites are unalived by police officers,
What do you mean assume? Do you think the FBI numbers are lying or?
well, some people believe in them, some people don't. But let's just say I agree with it, right?
Okay.
All right, let's say that's the truth, right?
And this is where we go down, and just look at
Okay,
how
so
many
I'll
times.
concede to say it's
Look
true.
how many times Julian and Tanner either A, refuse facts or B, question facts, right? So
I
go
ask you for the
Listen, when it
source.
comes to white
That's not
supremacy,
a fair
listen,
assessment.
when it
because I
comes to
asked
white
you first.
supremacy, you're known to
I asked
lie.
you for your
Hold on,
source.
Tanner. Hold on,
I
Tanner.
asked you for your source.
Tanner, hold on, Tanner.
Percent white
Tanner, part of their
Americans get
strategy is to get
pew-pewed
us to
by
talk
cops.
over each other, right? So here's the thing, especially her too, right? We all know that the FBI has a history of skewing numbers and undermining black people and being a part of the white supremacist agenda to curtail black people's advancement. The FBI has a written history of this, unaliving our leaders and whatnot. So the
What night
FBI
of
is not
conspiracy
reliable to
theory
black people,
night,
but
dude?
I'll give it to you just for the sake of this conversation. Let's say that's true. Most police unalivings are done on white people, right? However you want to skew it, right? Then most of the time, then those homicides are justified, right? So you say black people, commit all of these murders. Well, white people are doing things against the police to cause themselves to get killed.
I find it very funny
Like
when
Charlie
the
Kirk did.
FBI is exposing the white
He was
man. They
talking
all
against
love
the police.
FBI.
Charlie Kirk.
Julian, listen, Julian. Just point blank, the shit that you're saying over the last few days. Not only I'm used to you saying dumb shit, okay. Your ignorance is showing these last few days. Just point blank.
I haven't even
okay?
been on your panel the last few days.
Julian, you came up here. You've been up here twice. You said something dumb, and I dropped your ass very quickly.
Oh,
Okay?
First Amendment Dave dropping
All right,
people.
So, but Julian, see, I know your bullshit.
Okay.
I know what
Okay,
you're
you pick and
about.
choose. Okay, you pick and
No,
choose
no,
First
no,
Amendment.
Julian. I don't need to hear the same nonsense. I am intrigued by people like Paul and Tanner and
Uh-huh.
trying to figure out their mindset.
Okay, what
Okay,
is my nonsense as it pertains to this right now?
just Julian, just go on mute for a couple minutes. Okay. So Tanner, let's just start with facts. Okay, can you acknowledge that over half the murders in this country are done by black people? Can you acknowledge that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Can you acknowledge that there are more white people in America that die at the hands of the police every year? Yes or no?
Yeah, because there's way
Can you
more.
acknowledge that
There's
throughout the
way
world there are more
Way
people
more
that
white people.
die from lightning strikes
exactly.
than by black people in America from police? Can you acknowledge that?
Are you taking the total
Wait, Tanner,
population
you were
of
doing
the
good.
earth?
You were doing good, Tanner. Let's see if you could get number 3. Can you acknowledge that? Yes or no?
I don't think that that's an accurate representation of a statistic in this case at all.
Okay, embarrass yourself. Elaborate.
So can you agree that white women are
Wait,
the
hold on.
primary
No, address what I
beneficiaries
said.
of DEI?
Address what I said, Tanner.
Yes.
Okay, go
Yes.
ahead.
If you take the global population of the earth, yes, it's more likely for you to get struck by lightning.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
Yes. So can you agree that white women are the primary beneficiaries of DEI?
I have no clue. Do you have studies that
Can you
that up?
okay.
But
I've already
see,
asked you for
Tanner, you could do your dumb little awkward laugh, and that's fine. You're more
No, I
than
know.
welcome
It's
to
just
do it.
funny how you
But Tanner,
ask
hold on
me
one second.
for whatever.
Where can
When I
I
ask
bring
you for
up?
a source for anything,
Hello?
you refuse to do it.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Tanner. Do you have a second device in front of you?
I've asked you for your sources
No
about your
problem. Do you
claim.
have a second device in front of you,
I
dumbass?
don't.
Okay, well, so what I'll do is I'll drop you. You go Google search table 43A FBI, and then that'll be your homework,
I've
okay?
already admitted
You
that
go
that's
and
a
do
true
that. Wait, say
statistic.
it
So
again?
again, you are going about this in a disingenuous, dishonest way, much like Charlie Kirk does.
Okay, so what
Like
did
when he
I
talks
say
about
that's
United
inaccurate,
Pilots,
Tanner?
he
Tanner?
talks about United Pilots and
Hello?
misstates facts,
Tanner?
misuses statistics.
Tanner? What have I said that's inaccurate?
You said all throughout the summer, in the response of George Floyd's murder, that throughout the entire summer they would continue to riot.
Okay.
And I said, can you source that fact? Can you give me a source for that? And you're
Tanner,
like, well, my eyeballs don't lie to me.
okay, Tanner. So you're
How many people were killed over
and
that
Tanner,
period of time?
this is what happens, right? And this is where you look dumb, right? Everybody in this country, everybody throughout the world, watched cities burn for a long time in the summer of 2020. And
Again, yes.
Tanner, to be
Yes.
clear, your dumbass said the second that Chauvin was arrested, it stopped. That's what you said, correct?
In that city, yes.
Okay, so but throughout the country, they did continue.
Because
And
of
to be fair,
other
they did
events
continue
that
in
were
Minneapolis.
similar, like Ahmaud Arbery, who took 2
Okay,
weeks
very
to be
good.
arrested.
Tanner, enough. Heard
No,
enough.
it's not enough.
Heard
Because
enough.
the same
Tanner,
thing happened there,
you
and it was
can't-
in the summer.
Tanner, you're entitled to your own opinions.
No, it's
You're not
fact.
entitled
And I
to your
told
own
you to
facts,
bring a
okay?
source. And so if
So
you cannot
once
be
again, Tanner,
truthful and you have to be.
just go to YouTube, Google summer of 2020. Go look at Seattle where they had that encampment the whole fucking summer. It is what it is. But I appreciate you, Tanner. And people like you, Tanner, and once again, right now it's just kind of fun and games. But come next summer and next fall before midterms, I need people like you to come up and embarrass the fuck out of yourself to help my party, the Republican Party. So I appreciate you. All right, so let's go with, I think it said UNH.
It's unhinged.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It just said UNH for me, but where are you from, sir?
I'm from Louisiana.
All right, what brings you up?
No, the difference, and I really want people to kind of zoom in on this. The difference is that wait, let me dial this back a little bit. You're saying that 13% of the murders are done by the 50% of the murders are done by 13% of the population, right?
Okay, yes.
Okay, so which percentage burnt down these cities?
That's your response?
No. That, and the reason why they aren't responding to that is because this is right wing on right wing violence. It's right on right crime. Nobody gives a fuck. That's why we're not responding that way.
Okay.
Right. So
So
the sympathy and the empathy, right? Because Charlie was all about
unhinged.
okay.
Unhinged. First impression, dumb as fuck. Okay, let's see.
I mean, hey, look, your opinion is your opinion. I'm your entitled
I
to
got
that.
you 100% right. Okay,
But
so
can we agree that this is right on right crime?
that is inaccurate. So did
Why
you
is it
watch
inaccurate?
Hold on, unhinged. Once again, this is what I'm talking about. Is don't make me lecture everybody that you're
I
entitled.
mean, it's not a lecture. Was
Unhinged,
both parties
unhinged,
involved in the Charlie Kirk incident right wings?
unhinged. How? Let me keep it very simple for you. Whenever I start talking, you shut your fucking mouth. Do you hear me?
Sure.
Okay, so did
Sounds
you watch
violent to
the
me, but
news
okay.
conference today?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, and so you're a smart guy, I'm sure, of course. So
I try to be.
You read or you listened to that news conference and you came out thinking that the shooter was right wing?
Oh yeah, I knew that from the jump.
Stop. Yes. Okay. So tell me one thing that was said in the news conference that points to the shooter being right wing. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, he donated.
you see what I mean?
If he
You see what I mean?
donated to
Well,
the
I
MAGA
mean-
campaign back in 2020. So
Okay, so you're deflecting.
there's that.
So unhinged.
It's not a
unhinged.
deflection. I have the proof.
I got you. Unhinged. Tell me right now one thing that was said in that news conference that points to right wing. Go.
Oh, I could just show you this. Hold on, I'll show you this.
Unhinged. Unhinged. Why is it that you come up here, you run your fucking mouth, and then I say,
Because, like I said, it's right on right crime.
unhinged, last
It's a
try
right on
before I
right
drop
violent
it on
crime.
Unhinged. Last try
It's the
before I drop
nature
it
of
on
your
that.
being. That's who you are.
Tell
That's what
me-
right wing is all about.
Unhinged,
Violence,
unhinged.
right?
Tell me one
You're all about
thing.
2A, right?
I got you.
What's
So,
right on right crimes?
Unhinged. You're a proven liar, right? You're a liar.
It's right on right crime, bro. It's not
Gotcha.
like it's a
Once
big
again,
deal.
Just so unhinged, as I'm sitting here today, I either believe the FBI and the county officials in Utah, or I believe some idiot on TikTok.
I'm
know what I
doing
mean?
the same thing, right? You're asking me to do the same
but
thing.
unhinged, I want to ask you one more time, and I appreciate you.
You're asking
coming
me
up
to believe an idiot
and
on TikTok,
embarrassing
right?
the fuck out of yourself. So tell me.
But I'm
one
just saying,
thing.
right? You're
Unhinged,
asking me to believe an
unhinged,
idiot on TikTok, and I can't do
unhinged.
that.
Once again, don't go with what I said. Go with what the FBI and the.
So you don't want me to believe you?
So unhinged. Can you tell me one thing that was said in the news conference that points to right wing? Go.
So what was said in the news conference is that it was a right wing on right wing crime.
Okay, and who said that?
It's white on white crime, bro.
So
What
you're
are we
lying.
talking
You're
about?
lying. Unhinged. I appreciate you, sir.
It's right on right crime,
Once
bro.
again,
What are
I
we talking about?
It's right on right crime, bro. All right, what the hell does that say? The Voice. Where you from?
I'm from the UK. Thanks
All
for
right.
having me.
And what made you join?
Well, I've been actually trying to join up for the last 4 streams because I wanted to know, for instance, when they showed the footage of what the police officer was doing to George Floyd, why didn't they show the footage prior to that? You know, what George Floyd was actually doing. You know, I haven't got the evidence of it, but I've heard that he was attacking the police officers prior
Well,
to
to
that.
be fair, they showed that in during the court case. That's number one. Number two, the media has a narrative to push, and they push that narrative like I've never seen before in regards to George Floyd.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it is what it is. I think it's a fair criticism. And the fact that we have people coming up here and defending fires being set and looting, we have people portraying that St. George Floyd was a good man, is just comical to me. You know what I mean?
He was a good man that held a woman to ransom with a poo-poo, right? And he was given 5 years for his deed, and he's done multiple other things, right? I mean, come on, man. Charlie Kirk was just a guy that was talking the truth, and obviously the people on the left don't like to hear the truth, so they wanted to get rid of him and stop him talking the truth. That's very clear. I mean, the
I agree.
difference, George Floyd was not talking truths. He was just a criminal and altogether a bad person.
Amen. But people want to come up and portray him as a saint.
Of
Lincoln,
course.
where are you from, Lincoln?
Mississippi.
And what brings you up, love?
So, I'm just going to encourage everybody that did vote for Donald Trump, or is, pro Charlie or whatever you believe, whatever Charlie pushed, whatever. Go watch Candace Owens' most recent podcast, please.
All right, Lakin, we've already gone down that road. So I appreciate that. Lakin, who did you vote for?
Kamala.
All right, and tell me why. Why did you vote for that dumpster fire?
It's interesting that you call her a dumpster fire, considering that she's been in all branches of government, and Donald Trump has only been in
I got
one.
you.
But okay.
No problem. So, Lakin, let's just go right to the next question. How would America be better today if, God forbid, that disaster won last November?
God forbid is fucking crazy,
Once
frankly.
again, 2 questions. You've deflected both. Okay, so
No,
I'll
I
ask
did
you
not.
this
I
one
just
again
responded.
directly.
Can you shut the fuck up so I can respond?
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, so Lakin, so
Jesus
very,
Christ, no, you were yelling at the last guy, telling him to shut the fuck up while he's
I got
speaking.
you.
I
So
did not
Lakin,
get 2 words
answer.
out and here, yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, hell yeah.
She's
So,
quite
Lakin,
respectful.
how would America be better? Go ahead, Lakin. The floor is yours.
Well, Kamala had policies for several different things that Donald
Like
Trump didn't
what?
have. Can I speak?
Like what?
So she had new housing policies. She had better tax policies that didn't go to the fucking rich and went to the middle class. She was an overall better person. She didn't rape children. She's not involved with Jeffrey Epstein.
All right, Lakin, so stop there. Okay, so let's just talk about a couple things. I just want to encourage everybody to just Google a Carmela Harris interview with Stephanie Roll. That, Lakin, I could just tell you're dumb as a rock, and that's fine. There's a lot of people that come up that are dumb. There was no chance that the Democrats were going to win the Senate in 2024. And Stephanie Roll questioned her and said, well, how are you going to get all this stuff through? She had no clue. So all the things that you read on her website, they would not be working right now. They would not be passed ever. I don't know if you still believe in Santa Claus, but that's the equivalent of what Harris was saying. So, Lakin, my next question is, can you name something that's going well in America right now under Donald Trump?
Frankly, no, because I disagree with everything that he says. I mean, I know all of his policies, yes, and I have, I listen to both sides. I mean, I listened to
But
Charlie.
Lakin, how about this? For the sake
Can I
of this
finish
argument,
speaking? I mean,
Lakin,
Jesus.
I just want short answers. That's all. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and listen to some angry Democrat rant and rave. You know what I mean?
I'm not ranting and raving. My voice is
but I
down.
will
The
say this.
problem is
How
I'm
about-
defending myself when you talk over me because that's
I got you.
what you're doing.
I got you. I understand. Let's just shake hands and agree that Donald Trump is a bad person for this argument. Okay, let's just get that out of the way.
Wait,
Your-
can I pause for just a second? Somebody in the comments said that I'm not a Christian,
Lakin, don't worry about the comments. Focus on
and that
this.
has nothing to do with this argument. So
Okay, no, and I agree. Your religion
Exactly.
has nothing to do with this.
So please
Yeah.
get that out of here because if you'd like to look at my profile,
Lakin,
I
focus.
do. Thank you.
Lakin, focus.
I am
So
focusing.
Let's shake hands and agree that Trump is a bad person. I'm not going to go down that road with you, but he was the best person for the job at this time. There's no doubt about that. And I ask you, is anything going well in America today? And you can't name anything. So is it a good thing or a bad thing that the stock market is hitting record highs? Is that good or bad for Americans?
I'd say it's probably good for the people that make a shit ton of money and care about the fucking stock market.
Well, close to 60% of Americans are involved in the stock market, whether it's a 401k or a day trader, whatever, somewhere in between. Once again, so 60% of Americans have more money because of the stock market. Is it a good thing or a bad thing for America?
I mean, I am only educated enough to speak on things that I know about, and frankly,
Okay.
I don't care enough about the stock market.
No
But I'll
problem.
tell you what. Can I finish?
I know. Once again, I just want short questions, short answers. Is it a
Okay,
good
that's
thing or a bad thing for America that our border encounters are down over 90% the last 6 months straight? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that last question?
Sure, no problem. Is it a good thing or a bad thing for America as a whole that our border encounters are down over 90% the last 6 months.
Bad thing.
Okay,
Huh?
tell me how.
Because we are, I don't think anyone is recognizing how little children my age, how little women my age are having children. We're not doing very good as far as population goes, babe. And
Okay.
women are not going to have children as long as you guys keep treating us the way that you do. So,
This is the Democratic
Can I
Party.
ask her a
Democratic
question,
Party.
babe?
No, Daniela. No, Daniela. Is it a good thing or a bad thing for America that Donald Trump and Tom Homan, they're getting out the illegal criminals in our country? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
no, that part is good. That part
Okay,
is
great.
good. Now, pause, because there's a difference. Violent criminals, yes, but I'm sorry, and a quote unquote illegal immigrant, which you guys use different terminology, but those people that just
Wait,
came
it's
here.
not you guys. It's what the government says. It's what our laws are.
I'm sorry, but a person is not an alien. A human being is not an alien. They're not from another planet.
Okay, once again, we're not looking for. You could call them whatever you want. Call them an alien. Call them Santa Claus. I don't give a fuck. If they're not here legally in the country, they need to get the fuck out. Okay?
So why is that a problem for you? Like, why? What if, when they haven't done anything wrong and
Okay,
they're
so-
here and they're contributing to society? Why is that a problem for you?
Have you ever allowed people in your house without knowing who they are?
Absolutely, I have. I actually used to foster children from the time I was like 9 all the way up until
There
I
we
was
go.
like 17.
There we go. Okay, so and that's what I'm saying, Lakin, and I'm going to be honest with you, is the leader of the Democratic Party right now is Donald J. Trump, and why he is he's a puppet master, right? He has dumbasses like you come up here, defend illegal immigrants,
Dumbasses.
defend that a good stock market is a bad thing. He has you guys defending crime in major cities. And that's why the Democratic Party as a whole, it's a dying breed, right? So I personally, I appreciate people like you, Lakin, because do you understand that if you're just a normal human being that doesn't really follow politics, there's nobody that's going to come up here and say a higher stock market is bad or a higher GDP is bad or less crime and less murder is bad. But
Higher GDP is good. What are you talking about?
Okay, great. But I asked you what is going well in America. You said nothing.
I didn't say nothing. I said I don't know
did.
anything about Trump that could be good that's going on.
Okay,
You
great.
said
Daniela,
nothing.
what was
He's
your
lying
question?
about
Love?
everything. I mean,
All
come
right, hold
on.
on one second. Go ahead, Daniela.
I saw in your bio the LGBTQ flag. Are you a part of the community?
I'm sorry?
I saw the LGBTQ flag in your bio. Are you a part of the community?
Yes, ma'am. I am a lesbian.
Okay, so how does that go with Christianity, please?
Are you a Christian, Daniela?
Did I ask you a
Are
question?
you a Christian though?
Did I ask you a question?
No, answer the
Yes
question.
or no?
Are you a Christian?
So, Lakin, can you please explain to me how
Exactly.
those two go together?
If you're not a Christian, don't ask someone else that.
How do they
if
go
are.
together, Lakin?
Here, let me give you a little bit of education, babe. If you go back and do a little bit of research, you'll learn that Hebrew was a dead language when the Bible was
What
translated.
does that have to do with you being a lesbian?
Ma'am, will you shut the fuck up so I can finish?
Oh,
Thank
there
you.
it is.
She's not
There
a
So
it is.
listen, oh my God, no! Look, you
Typical
target me
referee.
because I'm a lesbian, and then you ask me why I'm
No,
a
I'm
Christian if I'm a
not. You
lesbian,
got
and
mad that
then you
people
won't let me
question if
speak.
you're
So
a
when I try to
Christian.
stand up for myself, you make me sound like a crazy bitch. You're
Well,
fucking
you are.
psycho. All
I'm
of you
not
are
making
fucking
you sound
crazy.
anything.
Wait,
You
Lakin,
actually sound.
just be honest, Lakin. Who sounds like the psycho up here in the last 5 minutes?
I'm sure that I do because all of you
You
are
do.
targeting
Okay.
people. That's what the fuck you're doing. You're targeting me, and you won't
No,
let
no,
me
no.
finish my.
even a Christian herself.
Danielle,
Sounds like
shut
you
the
need
fuck
some
up.
dick.
You do not let me speak ever. I literally am trying to tell you my answer, and you won't let me.
Okay,
So like
answer. Relax.
no, you relax. You fucking psycho.
I'm
She
calm as a
believe in
pig.
arranged marriages. That's what she believes in.
Come on, Lakin.
Oh fuck, an arranged marriage?
Who believes in arranged marriages?
That's crazy.
The
Paul?
one that said that her
Paul,
people
your
run the country.
IQ is literally the size of my garbage bag in my
Yeah, and
garbage
I've seen
can.
the
Very
small hat
small.
flag on
Okay.
your bio
Thank
as
you.
well.
So, Lakin, how does it go together, Christian values with the lifestyle that you have chose? Please speak.
First of all, being gay is not a lifestyle that is chosen. I don't really
Okay.
know where you're getting that from.
Is it allowed in the Bible?
Actually, yes. In the
Is it
correct
allowed
Bible,
in
it is.
Israel?
Yes.
Is it
What?
allowed in
Where?
Israel?
if you would let
Where?
me finish, if you would let me finish,
Okay.
the Bible was mistranslated into English. So the part where it says "man shall not lay with man," that all of you guys just absolutely cling to, it's supposed to say "man does not lay with child." So I'm sorry, but if you can't do your own research on
I
all
actually
religions
read
before you
Hebrew. It
pause,
says
can I
man
finish?
should
Can I
not sleep
finish?
with
Can I
man.
finish? Can I
Not
finish? Can I
only
finish?
that,
Can
it
I finish?
talks
Can I
about
finish? Can I finish? Can I
sperm
finish?
laid
Shut
out.
up! I
So
have
Oh, you
that's
not. I'm
it.
shut the
not
fuck
done.
up,
Second of
bitch.
all, God created man and God created woman. Correct?
Okay, and guess what? God created
God
Charlie Kirk, and
gave
what
the
happened to him?
concept.
Period.
Oh, there it is. You see, you're very upset with what Charlie Kirk said. He was a Christian man. I would think as a
No,
He's
he
Christian
not even
woman,
wasn't.
a Christian
you
No,
would
he
man.
feel
wasn't.
bad.
No, he
He
was
was
not. He was
spreading
not a Christian man. He
Christianity.
was
He
not a
was a
Christian man. He was
devoted
not a Christian
Christian
man.
that was speaking and preaching the gospel in every verse of the Bible. So
I'm
please,
in therapy,
did
thanks.
God create man
It's
She
not
and
said
doing
I'm
very
in
well,
woman?
is it?
therapy. Thanks.
Daniela, did the Jews kill Jesus?
Did God
I'm so
create?
deceived, okay, but
No,
you guys are listening to
actually,
the
no.
FBI that
Jesus
runs by
laid
MAGA,
himself
okay?
for
All of you can
everyone's
suck my
sin.
dick. All of you can suck my dick. All of you can fuck
Uh-huh.
off.
You
Oh,
haven't got a
hell
dick,
yeah,
you're a
lady.
There
woman.
it
Have that note
is.
down, baby. Oh,
There it
yeah.
is.
Drop that mic,
Wow.
baby.
She
I
sounds like
just,
she needs some dick.
Paul, let
I
me
just find it.
educate you.
I
Paul, let
just
me
find.
educate you. No,
No, you don't
Jesus
need to
laid
educate
himself
me.
for
That
all
you need to
humanity.
worry about your
Jesus
religion and
laid
stop
himself
questioning.
for everyone's sins. He
So
laid
did the
himself for
Jews not? Did the
humanity.
Jews not
Very
unalive him?
sad that I have to know, actually not. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Jesus laid himself for everyone's sins.
I
Thank
could
you.
have sworn the Jews was the one that
Well,
unalived
I
him. Had
wouldn't
him
swear
unalived.
and use God's name in vain,
Yeah,
okay,
they took him
Habib?
to
All
the
right, hold on.
Romans.
Can I put a pause on that, please? Can I hear from, I think it says Maria. Maria, where are you from?
Originally from California, but now I live in Texas.
Okay, and what brings you up?
Um, well, for me, I call Donald Trump Oompa Loompa. But
Okay.
that's a whole other story, but yeah. Because
Okay,
he
you
looks
call
like a
Donald Trump
human.
Oompa Loompa. Okay, great.
You can't, yeah, it's just that, but whatever. And then Charlie,
And
he was a
how much
human
drink
being,
you had?
right? Charlie
Stop.
was,
Go,
Charlie was,
Maria.
Charlie was a human being, right? And he didn't deserve to get pew-pewed the way he
Wow.
did.
All right.
And regardless of what he believed and what he was fighting for, he was a human being at the end of the day.
Okay, good. So he was a human being. I agree there. Let's go to Trap. Trap, where are you from?
Virginia.
All right, what brings you up?
I came up because I was listening to what the people were saying, and I really kind of get tired of the narrative of people of my culture, and I would say black, become misrepresentations of what it is they really believe inside instead of looking at things for themselves these days. I think they're holding everything that they were taught, which is toxic, in my opinion. Um, and when they see
To
something, that's
yourself
what
as
they
a
go
black
to
woman.
instead of
Don't
what
speak
they're
for every
seeing
black woman.
in front of their face. So you can go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Paul, why are you interrupting your black sister?
She's no sister of mine.
Why?
Like,
Okay. Go ahead, Trap. Finish.
Okay. That's why we can't relate. Because you see how she cut me off when I go ahead and let her talk, and see that's why we can't relate.
girl, just get
Because
your point across.
she is not where she needs to be in life, which is to show respect to people. It's 2025. Okay. I think that we've come a long enough of people that we can show respect to people and still be who we are and get our point across. All right. I'm no sister of hers because I'm not saying what she wants to hear. I'm not an echo chamber.
You don't have to say what I want you to say. The girl,
So
I'm
she
sure
felt real
Megan didn't say
strong
what the host
to
wanted him to
interrupt
say.
me and say what she needed to say. As far as your picture goes, I love it because it shows the damage that has been done to a certain sector and what DEI and all these programs do to a certain sector of people. This is how we react. It's ignorant. It doesn't have education behind it. You burning down cities. The same thing happened to someone in 2025, and that's not the reaction. The reaction is to pray. The reaction is to get together. The reaction is to keep your movement going. The reaction is to do those things. But to keep the narrative going that the world is racist, the government is racist, we need DEI, we need to be controlled, we need the government to tell us what to do because we're not smart enough to go into the schools and get it ourselves. We need the government to help us do all these things, is why that reaction happened.
Trev,
because
can I
that's
ask you a
education.
question? There have been plenty of times over the last couple of years that I've been talking politics on this app, where a black person comes up and they kind of say, you know, the things that you're saying, and the instant reaction is the other black people on the panel to call that person a
That's right.
coon
A coon. Yeah, I've
or
been a coon since
Uncle
16. I'm coming
Tom.
up on the anniversary.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Say that again.
I've been a coon since I've been 16 years old. I've celebrated many anniversaries.
Okay, fair enough. So, but why is it the initial reaction is to talk about he or she is a coon and stuff like that? I don't get that.
Because instead of them looking outside and using their education and their mind, they use hate, sort of like what the Democratic Party does. There are
Who's
no
the
points
Democrat
inside of
though?
it. There are no intellectual. They can't intellectually argue. So when you can't intellectually argue, you go to your animalistic instincts, which is to argue, which is to fight, which is to
You
deflect.
sound like those
That is where
slaves
you
that
go when you
didn't
are
want to
not
be free from their
educated.
masters.
So
That's what you sound like.
here she goes again.
Unsuccessful,
You see
unlike
them
you,
pop all
bitter
the time.
lady.
He
Yeah, they
sound
pop
like
off all
You're
the
he.
some
time. Go
bitter
ahead.
Oh,
lady. Let the
master
sister
know what
talk.
he's
You're so
talking about.
bitter.
Master know he
She
know
ain't
what
in the
what
street
somebody else is
screaming for
saying. He sound real
reparations. She went and
crazy.
did something with her life.
You
She's
I
not
told
sound
you.
real
here.
crazy.
She's not here putting you down, but yet you're the one who's
Daniela,
putting
go
her
put your
down.
small head
I haven't
on
put her
Shut
and
down
have a
once.
up.
separate
Be
seat.
All right, if I
quiet.
can, let me just put a pin in that. Charles, where are you from, sir?
Angeles,
I'm so sorry.
Los Angeles, California.
All right, and what brings you up?
I just scrolled by. Pretty provocative post here that I see.
Wait, I heard provocative, and then you cut out.
Yeah, your pictures, your thumbnail.
Okay, you agree that both photos are accurate, correct?
Well,
Just yes or no. Yes or no,
Can you
Charles.
explain what you mean?
Yes or no, Charles. Yes or no, are both photos accurate? One is from a prayer vigil in wake of Charlie's death, and the other one is the response to somebody that overdosed on fentanyl. And for weeks in this country, where there were multiple cities where people were setting shit on fire and looting.
Okay, what's your point?
Okay, so do you agree that both are accurate? That's all I'm looking for.
What does that mean? Accurate
Hey,
in what
Charles, I've
sense?
asked you 4 times. Are both photos accurate?
What does accurate mean? What are you accurately doing?
Go
What?
look in a dictionary.
Oh fuck yeah! Okay, so
Go
go
look
ahead,
in a
Charles. What else
dictionary.
you got? So
No,
you
what do you what
embarrassed yourself there,
I want
Charles.
you to
Listen,
explain yourself.
listen.
Go
I'm
look in a
all
What are they
about it.
dictionary.
When
accurately
I get a
explaining or
dumbass
doing
like
or
you, I'm
communicating?
all in. You have my full attention. So go ahead.
What are they accurately explaining to us? What are these two photos saying?
You tell me,
What no,
Charlie. Charlie, you tell me.
you
What do
have
you see
this
in these photos?
displayed behind you. So if you can explain what it's accurately portraying, what are you telling us?
Little Charlie, let me ask you. What do you when you look at the top photo? What do you see?
Um, you are putting a
Why is it I've
question to
asked you
me,
9
and I
questions, you
want
have not
you
answered
to.
one? Why
Well,
is
here's
that,
the
Charles?
thing.
I'm sorry?
You're not putting a question to me. You're asking me to
Charles, pay attention.
interpret.
Pay
You're
attention,
asking me
Charles.
to interpret something,
Charles.
and that is
Okay,
not
when you
a
see the top
direct
photo, what do you
question.
think that is? Go
My
ahead.
interpretation of what you're uh post or what you've posted is not uh you know data, right? We're not discussing anything that is, it's literally an interpretation of
God, bro,
post.
there's two
This is
pictures, two
nonsense.
communities. Two
I don't want
pictures,
to
It's
cut
two
him
nonsense.
off.
communities. What are you
We're
I,
not
seeing here?
discussing data.
One man
We're
got
talking
unalived.
about two
Everybody was praying.
All
interpretations,
right,
Other
stop,
and
men,
Charles.
it's
Charles,
inflammatory and
stop.
nonsensical.
Let's
It's
talk about
political and ideological. We're
Charles,
not
stop.
talking about data.
Charles, hold on 1 second. You want some data? Let's talk about a data point that has been discussed a lot, both on this platform and another one. Just a simple data stat that
A data set.
over 50% of the murders in this country are committed by black people.
Okay, what is
Want
that,
to talk
man?
about data? Let's talk about that. So, give me your thoughts on that.
What are my thoughts on what you just said? Here's the thing. Um, I would like to first contradict the premise, right? So I think that there are not only bad answers
Wait,
or
Charles,
wrong
Charles,
answers.
Charles,
Hold
stop.
on, hold
No,
on.
Charles. This
Wait,
isn't going
wait,
to
wait, wait.
turn into you coming up, rambling, and embarrassing the fuck out
This
of
is
yourself, right?
not rambling.
So, just
This
whenever
is
I
a
say,
syllogist. This is a
hold on one
syllogism.
second, Charles,
I want you to
stop.
follow me.
Hold on, Charles. Do you agree that over half the murders in this country are committed by black people? Yes or no?
This is this is nonsense and stupid.
Okay,
There is
I no
nothing that
So
problem.
there
why are
is
you here then,
you're
Charles?
I can say, do you agree that I can say anything and say, do you agree, and pretend that it's statistically sound. This is just nonsense. I want to express to you that
Charles,
there
I
are,
want to
hold on,
express
hold
to
on,
you that you
hold
are
on,
a
hold on.
fucking
This
idiot.
is very
And cut
quick. This is
people
very
off
quick,
and
and
cry.
and
He
it's
hasn't made
foundational
one
to
point yet.
what I
He's
want to
just been
say
crying.
moving forward. So there are not only wrong answers, there are also wrong questions. And I'll
Oh
say,
my
and I'll explain
goodness.
it this way. The hypochondriac, right? So let's say we have a hypochondriac. Every time he gets a headache, he
Charles, you
thinks he
are
has,
one
hold on.
special kind of
Cut
stupid.
people off the
Wait.
You're
He
good.
thinks he
breath.
has brain cancer. Every time the hypochondriac gets a headache, he
All right,
Charles gonna
thinks
make
he
you fall
has,
Charles,
asleep.
I'm going
hold
to
on.
try one more time. Charles, I'm trying to be
I want to, this is
Charles, I'm trying to
foundational
be
to what
patient
I'm
with your
saying to you.
dumbass. Charles, I'm trying to be
This is
patient with your dumbass.
foundational.
I got you,
Say that
Charles.
again.
I'm trying
Say that
to
again.
be patient with your dumb ass. So I'm going
And
to try
this
one
is
more time and just
and
ask
this
you.
is civil discourse to you. This is
Okay.
civil discourse. That's
Well,
how that
Charles, you're
works in
not
your head.
answering the question.
Well, you should have enough civility and respect to not have to resort to that. This is not this
Well,
is this.
Charles, fuck you, very bluntly. If you're going to come up here, answer questions. That's all. That's all,
Can I
Charles.
finish? Can I
Go
finish
ahead. Who
my
was
point?
talking?
My last point was that when you see something like this, you become triggered because of your past. I say you dig into yourself, in your own mental health, like I did. I paid to get therapy. I paid to speak to people. I went out and ventured and speak to people who didn't look like me. I studied against it. I studied for it. I did everything that I needed to do. I chewed the meat, spit out the bones, and I made my own decisions. And I think when they see pictures like this, they're triggered and they feel like everyone is still blaming black people for everything and this, that, and the third. And they come up here and they sound silly and they just need to take a beat.
Well,
Just
All right,
take
here's
a
the
I just
breath.
thing.
want to hear from
Here's the
Charles. Charles,
here's
just
the thing.
Here we go
Charles, short
again.
You're
question,
a
short
coward,
answers.
and there's this posturing that's happening. And
Okay,
if you would like to actually debate, shut the fuck up
no
and
problem. So,
stop the
Charles, can you
trolling.
answer my
Stop
question?
the trolling and stop the theatrics that.
Nobody's trolling. You're too
Well, here's the
sensitive.
thing. Then just
You
let
are
me
very
finish. Let me
sensitive, Charles.
finish what I
No,
was
no,
saying.
Easy.
no, 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 no.
This
You are
cowardly
sensitive,
over
Charles.
talking
You are sensitive.
is proof
But you don't see when
that
you
there
cut
is
people
no
off.
substantive discourse
It's
happening
all
here.
about
This is
Charles. Only
simply
Charles exists.
ideological,
There's no bell
nonsensical
curve. There's no
trash.
masses. It's just
It is
Charles.
Poor Charles.
stupidity.
Poor
So
Charles.
if you would like to allow me to speak,
All
we
right,
can
so
actually
I
have a
dropped
debate.
everybody. It's just you and
All
me.
right, good.
Okay. So just
So let me say
Charles,
this. Let me
Charles,
say this.
Charles, Charles, stop.
Yes.
I'm going to just ask you very direct questions. I just want yes no answers. That's
No, no,
simple.
no, no. That's not how the world works.
Okay.
This is
Then
what
there
I'm.
you go.
That's
All right, Charles.
cowardly.
I
That is
tried.
cowardly.
I
You
got you.
are
It's
running
cowardly.
from
I'm a
debate.
coward. You're the smart one. I'm a coward. No problem. You block me. Actually, go to my profile. Click on my main account. I have 21 accounts that I follow. On or block every single one of my accounts. That's simple. No problem. Charles, we're not. It's very simple questions that I ask. That's all. And if I dropped you, you're more than welcome to come back up, of course. All right, so let's go with Russ. Russ, where are you from?
I'm from Texas, but I live in Switzerland. I've been here
Where,
for a minute.
live
I've just
where?
been listening. I wanted to reply to a few. I mean, I've been here since stock market girl. So
Okay.
I am, but what sucks is like I can't respond to her because we're pretty much in the same shoes. Is I'm not rich, but I invested in crypto. I invested in some of the stocks when I had, and during COVID, and I had like almost no money to my name. Thank God the markets went up because I've actually made a little money. So yeah, it's a good thing the stock market is up. Yes, it's a good thing we're stopping people coming across the border. I know you want people to combat, but I've been here this long, so I figured I'd say what I was saying. So
But you're stating the obvious. The reason why I ask the
yeah,
questions that I do is to make these Democrats look dumb. It's that simple. No, it's not rocket science. Let's go to X. Where are you from, X?
What's up, bro? I'm from Tampa, Florida.
What brings you up?
All right, just wanted to kind of portray a couple of different like viewpoints, just because people, I feel like, especially like the far leftists, are highly manipulated by the propaganda campaigns that the Democratic Party was portraying upon the people, and I don't think they really understand that they were using propaganda and social media influence not as like blunt instruments, pretty much, but as narrative engineering tools to push their own narratives to drive these reactions from the people. Like people are trying to say like, oh, it's black people for the response to George Floyd. No, there was white, black, Hispanic, all kinds of people at those rallies, but it was weaponizing a community of the people to go conduct those actions, right? So, but the black people are labeling themselves as, oh, that was us. No, it was not only them. There was all colors and kinds of people there. But it's about the overall influence that the far left has pushed upon the people to then act out in those characteristics.
Dane,
By
learn from 6.
DJ Dane. But like, it's like people don't understand that they
I'm
use
gonna
these.
X. I'm gonna be honest. I assume you're new here. Just give me 30 seconds of whatever
That's a
your
level
best point
50,
is.
okay? A level 50 gifted in this.
I can give two. Hold on. Let me get rid of
Hundreds
Canada.
of thousands of dollars.
Okay,
You can
so
learn from him. So
okay,
why don't you?
X, you're gone. Okay, so or Canada, you're gone. So X, what is your? Just give me one sentence. What is your main point you want to drive home right now?
So my main point is pretty much that I feel like a lot of people have been influenced by these propaganda and social media campaigns that will drive the overall way they feel about like different, like pretty much how they identify as themselves in a way, and their moral frameworks and how their emotions are driven by these messages, even though they
Okay.
may not necessarily be accurate.
Okay. All right. I agree for the most part. Derek, where are you from?
I am from Schenectady, New York originally.
All right. What brings you up?
Just saw the discourse, wanted to join in. I have discussions and debates a lot myself, and I 100% agree with the prompt.
Okay. What do you agree with?
I agree with, first of all, the difference in the way different communities respond, but also the necessity at this point to just unapologetically say the objective reality, which is the truth we all know is happening, which are the things we all see and experience every day, but we're all so scared to say because we might get Charlie Kirked for it, and we've known it the whole time. It's been made clear to us from the beginning that that's how they respond, and you only have to push that way if you know you are a liar.
Listen, right now it is people with facts to back up what they say versus people that live in their own world. And this guy Charles is a perfect example where he comes up here and bitches, let's have a conversation. But then I ask him, I think I asked him 10 different questions. He did not answer one. And to me, Charles,
You
you are the problem.
control how people try to discourse with you, which is cowardly.
Yes,
You
This is
Charles.
don't
not the
get to
Charles
define
show.
the terms by which I
Okay.
Yes, he
respond.
does. It's his live. Every
It doesn't
discourse
matter
is
who's live.
controlled. That's how
I'm
debate
referring to
goes.
the mode of discourse that most people would
Every
call
debate is
debate.
moderated and
Well,
controlled
But this
by
hold
is not
on,
a
hold
somebody.
moderated
on,
debate.
hold on. That is not how you debate facts. That is not how you
The
debate
host runs
Charles,
points
his
you have
in
no
live.
this way.
facts.
The
Say that
FBI
again.
has
Questions
declassified
to
information where
answer.
they
Say that
literally
again.
went after
Live, go away.
MLK. He won't
Okay,
answer that.
Okay. Daniela, what are you saying?
the host runs his lives this way. He asks the questions, you answer. You don't like how it goes, scroll up, but
How
he told
he
you,
determines,
block him.
how
You're not
he
going to tell him how to run
organizes,
his live. He's going to
how
ask you questions.
If you have answers, God bless. If
Listen,
you don't,
listen.
get
This
out.
is
Understood?
like I said earlier,
I don't know what you're fighting.
a
Like, why are you even
if
answering? It's a yes
this
or no. Do you
this is
understand?
there is no yes or no
But
questions.
that's how he runs
And
his lives. I
and
don't know
it
what
is
you're saying.
not that is not how you think. That is not how
All
you
right,
have
Charles, let's go back
productive
to my question
discourse.
about
That is
the
not productive
Charles,
discourse.
stop. Charles, stop. Do you agree that over half the murders in this country are committed by black people? Yes or no?
That is absolutely false and stupid
Okay, so no
and
problem. So
ideologically determined.
no problem. So
Do you know what I mean by
wait,
that? Do
Charles,
you
once
know what I
again,
mean by ideologically determined? Do you know
Charles,
what
It
that
means you don't
means?
like it.
hello,
Do you
Charles.
know what that means?
Charles, I'm trying to stay patient with
No,
your
I want you
dumbass.
to answer the
Okay.
question.
So
Do you
Charles,
know what ideologically determined means?
are you saying that the
Do
FBI
you
knows?
know what ideologically determined means?
Okay, once again, Charles,
I'm asking you a question and
okay,
you are
very
not
good.
answering it.
Do you think that the
I
FBI
just
knows?
asked you a question.
Oh, Charles, you think I'm going to sit here and
Ideologically
answer
determined.
any
What does it
questions that
mean?
you
It
have?
means you don't like the
What does
conclusion.
it mean?
Charles, last
What
try.
is an
Last try,
ideology?
Charles. Last
What
try,
is an
Charles.
ideology?
Okay, Charles.
What is an ideology?
Charles, I appreciate you,
How would
sir.
you define?
I appreciate you coming up and embarrassing the fuck out of yourself multiple times. I'm a big fan, Charles.
Apparently, the way you have a good faith debate is you let one person spurg the whole time with no control. Who knew?
All right, Blaze. What brings you up, Blaze? All right, Blaze is snoring.
Or he's blazing.
One of the two.
Know how to accept the no? Like I'm honestly asking. Like it seems every time you guys hear no, you lose your marbles.
Danielle, tell us how to speak.
Shut up, DJ. Nobody cares about bad.
Canada, why is it that there's a lot of people that come up here and cannot answer questions directly? Why do you
How
think
to
that is?
speak? I want to answer that.
I think
Just
the
speak with
issue is
respect, bro.
the
You don't
issue
just
is
tell
is
them
that
shit,
they
bro.
understand what you're getting at. You're gonna cut them off, not allow them to portray their feelings or
I just want
or
yes
their
no
opinions.
answers. How am I going to cut that off?
You're gonna cut them off and just want the yes or no answer to a predetermined question that you've created to everybody.
Yeah, but the great thing about my questions is everybody knows the answer, right? Everybody in here knows the answer. Who is
But I
committing
tried to
more?
say yes to you,
Okay, go
and
ahead.
then when I want to rebuttal or say my piece, you cut me off. No, we don't want to hear that. We just want to hear. You want people to come here and be like your mouse,
My what?
your pet. Come up so I can ask you a question,
Sure.
so
But
you
you
can say
hear
yes
he's
and then
telling
bye.
you, hi, this is how it's going to go.
Let's
I'm
six
going
talk.
to ask questions. I'm not going to answer any of yours. You have the option to engage or you have the option to leave.
Yeah, and Daniel, so what you're not understanding is that he's actually proving a great point by yes or no answers, because what the Democratic Party pretty much used was emotion driven messaging and the mobilization of identities. And that at the base fact of everything, that is not what is the actual truth, right? But since they utilize this, that's why they always come up and they act emotional and they always identify as it's like me. No, it has nothing to do with them and their fucking emotions. Nobody gives a fuck about that. So that's
Six, I
why
agree with that.
the questioning he's using is actually more, I guess, like advancing towards the truth than focusing on people's emotions and feelings.
But he has
Just hold on one second. Let me put a pin in that. Charles, why are you back, sir?
I'm having a good time. I love sort of arguing with idiots. It's really fun to me, and
No
I'm
problem.
sort of
I'm the
bored right
dumb
now.
one. You're the smart one.
Yeah,
Charles,
that's
I've been trying
actually.
to give you a chance for the past, I don't know, man. Feels like 20 years.
I really do
Why?
enjoy this.
Just get your point
This is
across,
really fun.
brother.
All right, so
Hey, leave
I
him up.
think that
Hey,
these
host, leave him up.
spaces
Let's see.
that
Let's
pop
see.
up like this are fuel to what we might call political violence on either side. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a
all
Republican.
right, Charles, if you want to
I don't
answer
have a
questions,
political affiliation.
Charles.
And this
You
is
okay, Charles?
so.
There we go.
Go ahead.
Done again.
Go ahead.
All right, Charles. When you want to have a conversation, just say, "Dave, I'm ready." Put it in the chat, and I'll bring you up, and you could answer my questions. If not, just kick rocks, bro. It's not that hard. Give it up, man.
Dave,
All right,
when do we get to ask you questions?
whenever I come to your live.
Fair.
All right, Mo, where are you from, Mo?
I'm from Colorado.
All right, what brings you up there?
What brings me up is this slow live you're running, sir.
Wait, say that again.
This slow live you're running, sir. You're very slow.
All right, very good. What else you got?
I think you can thank Charles for
Yeah,
that.
I think that the prompt that you are using is very disanalogous.
This and what?
It's facts in your face, brother.
It's
That prompt is facts
disanalogous.
in your face.
Okay.
Facts in your face.
Do
and
you
you
not
don't
understand what
process.
disanalogous is? Russ, please shut up. You're very slow. Like
Okay.
you're not.
Oh boy, am I?
So-
You're
Tell
not
me how.
intellectually capable of keeping up with this conversation. Please
This
mute up.
guy is Einstein.
Please clam up,
He's
please.
All right,
modern-day
I don't want to hear
Einstein.
from anybody but Mo. Go ahead, Mo. Do you go like broadcast to broadcast, like giving like 1-star reviews and feedback, or what do you do?
Like I said, I believe the prop is disanalogous, right? So
Okay. That's
You're
God
slow.
telling you, Mo. Don't embarrass
Oh,
yourself.
you're being very slow where nothing's happening.
That's God telling you, Mo. All right, Mo. I appreciate you. Jimmy, do you want to talk, Jimmy? Hello, Jimmy. All right, Jimmy. I'm gonna drop you. I hope that dumbass Mo actually comes off coffee cup. All right, let's go with Tony. Tony, where are you from, sir?
I'm from Ohio.
What brings you up?
I just looked at the thing that you got there about response to George Floyd, then response to Charlie Clerk. It's like night and day.
Very good. Why is that?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, you have a prayer vigil on one, and you've got corruption and mayhem on the other hand. You know, it's anybody that's got any kind of common sense can see. You know, I mean,
Charles, you see how fast he answered that?
Do what?
There's a guy, Charles, that could not answer this question. It was like asking him what a woman was.
All right, Charles is back. Tony, I appreciate you coming up and stating the obvious. Charles, just hold on. I want to see if Jimmy connects. Jimmy, where are you from?
North Carolina. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What brings you up, sir?
Oh, I just wanted to say that I think what happened to Charlie Kirk was wonderful, and anybody who thinks like should also get the same.
Well, Jimmy, guess what? Nobody gives a fuck what you say, right?
I'll just letting you know I'm just giving you my take. That's all.
Okay, great.
Thanks.
It's a hot take.
Hey, Jimmy. Fuck you.
Yeah, I second that.
Jimmy, good job. Good job, Jimmy. Good job.
That's what
You guys have
said.
kids?
I mean,
Yeah, God is
Jimmy and
good.
Charles, you guys have kids.
God is good.
let Jimmy think it's okay to think like that. And Jimmy, you know that Charlie
Hey,
was
look,
somebody's
Charlie
son.
Kirk is exactly.
All right, Jimmy. We appreciate you, Jimmy. Jimmy, you've been up here before. You're one of the dumbest motherfuckers to appear in a box up here. No doubt about it. So I appreciate you. All right, Ken, your thoughts on what little Jimmy said?
Stupid.
Right.
Definitely stupid. I'm not a person to ever disagree
Why
when
do
you
you
see
think the
something that's wrong.
majority of the people that come up and say dumb shit, unfortunately, they are black people? Like, there's no way
No,
around
no,
that.
no, no. See, whoa. I'm black.
I'm well aware, but there's no way around it that the majority of people coming up and saying dumb shit, the majority of people that come up here that don't have facts, the majority of people that come up here and deflect or deny or lie, there's no way around it. They are black people.
Are you gonna let me answer that?
Yeah, sure.
The reason for that is your imagery.
Okay, so if my image that I have causes them to lie?
Definitely.
Okay, tell me more.
So they feel like you have the ability to rage bait them. So they're already like, there's a long list of images that you put on behind your face, right? All of them are created to incite anger, mostly with black people.
But how is this image created to create anger from black people?
Do you not think that there was at least one vigil for George Floyd that looked like the one on top?
Okay, was
Did you pick
there
that one?
no problem? Was there one fire set in honor of Charlie Kirk? Was there one store looted?
There was.
There was. Where?
Yeah. There was.
Okay,
This
where?
is, I will go and pick up the image
Canada,
for you.
listen, I'm going to count how many times you just flat out lie or deny or deflect. That's one. Where was there a fire set, Canada?
In Utah.
Okay, tell me where.
I need to go check the.
Okay,
I saw
go
an
check.
article.
Go ahead, go check. Go check. Go
Okay.
ahead. Don't say another word. Go check.
Bye. I'm gonna mute here and don't put me down.
Derek, what brings you up there? Derek, you were up here before, correct?
Yeah, no, I'm just enjoying this live, the experience. I've obviously followed you, you know.
Well, I appreciate that. Do you have anything to add to the conversation, Derek? Because I feel you're like I don't feel you're going to add much, but I could be wrong.
I have plenty to add. Like what specifically?
Okay, go ahead. Floor is yours.
I mean, what specifically do you want me to speak on?
Anything you want, Derek.
Anything I want. Okay, so the first thing is, I don't know if anybody here is religious or not, but I think everybody who is mocking and celebrating Charlie Kirk's death has a demon inside of them.
All right, I appreciate that, stating the obvious, but you're not inaccurate. You're 100% right. Charles, your dumbass is back. Why?
Like I said, you are a buffoon that is very entertaining to me.
Okay.
I would love to for you to put some more of your foolishness to me in forms of rage baiting questions, so I could I'm trying to like I said, I feel like the there's a crop of these lives that pop up, and I do think that they contribute to what we we could describe as political violence. And I was trying to say this earlier, and it's bipartisan. I think the problem of political violence is a problem of ideology. It's a problem of stoking these nonsensical
All
and
right,
again
okay, I let you ramble
ideological.
on there. Charles, not much there.
It,
You remind me of
there's
a
not much to what
Carmela Harris. So, whenever
I
I
remind you
ask
of what.
Charles,
I didn't
stop.
hear what you said.
Whenever I ask you the question about
I didn't
50,
hear what you said.
Charles, stop. When I gave you the stat about over half the murders committed by black people, why did you refuse to acknowledge that?
I did not refuse. I said it is patently false, you fucking
Okay.
dumbass.
Okay, I'm the
And
dumb
I
one.
said, and I'll say it again.
Charles.
And I
I'm
said
the
it's
dumb one. You're the smart
ideologically
one.
determined.
So, do you think
And
that the
I
numbers?
asked you to try to
Charles,
define that, and you
stop,
couldn't
Charles,
because you're a
stop.
fucking idiot. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
Once again, I'm the dumb
Go
one.
ahead.
You're the smart one.
Go ahead.
So, do you think that the FBI is lying when they put the numbers out?
So when I said ideologically determined, and you
Just
couldn't
yes or
define
no,
it,
Charles. Yes or no,
here
Charles. Is the FBI lying when they put the numbers out? Yes or no?
the FBI first is not a sociological like they're not giving you sociological
Hello,
studies.
Charles. Listen, dumbass.
When you
Yes or
look
no?
at
Is the
data,
are the FBI numbers lying? That's all I want.
listen, when you look at data,
Mhm.
you are not just looking at numbers purely and simply.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers aren't
Data
racist,
when it
Charles. Wake the
hold
fuck
on,
up. Wake the fuck up, Charles.
numbers when they concern human beings, like I was trying to get you to define earlier, they are ideologically determined. So, for
Charles.
instance, if there
Charles,
are
stop.
structural
Stop. Stop,
problems,
Charles. Stop.
problems, Let's say we're doing.
Now what I'm going to do is I had fun with you, dropping you and bringing you back up. I'm just going to keep muting you until you drop yourself. You're a fucking dumbass,
What I
Charles,
no no
and
no
you're
no
the
no.
problem in this
If you know
country.
anything about
Point blank, you're the problem in this country.
know anything about
Numbers and
sociology,
facts are not racist, sir.
data
Okay,
is
so that's the problem.
interpretive.
I'm going to
Data
keep
is
doing this until you drop,
interpretive.
okay? So that's all I'm going to do is
And
just
if you
hit
don't,
you.
if
Okay, and if you're dumb enough to
you do
stay up
not
here, then you're dumb enough to stay up here. And Charles,
understand that
once
data
again,
is
you're dumb
interpretive,
as a
you're a
fucking
fucking
rock.
idiot.
You're dumb as a
You
rock,
could be
Charles.
talking about
You are the problem, Charles. You are the problem, Charles.
you could be talking about the
Just let me know when
ways in
I can go.
which
What?
policing
Go ahead, Canada. What do you got?
So Idaho and Boise had vigils for Charlie Kirk, where a section of the attendants assaulted a person and then
Wait,
assaulted a business.
Wait, I'm sorry. The question was, where were their fires set? You said there
No
were
fires, no
fires.
fires.
Okay, so why do you lie?
No, I said they damaged property. They broke windows in businesses at both the Idaho village vigil and the Boise vigil. Now, I am a huge supporter of Charlie Kirk. This is what you need to understand.
Okay, Canada, here's the thing. Okay, for now on, do you have camera access where you could put up a photo?
Yeah,
Okay, so can you bring up the article that you're talking about?
no problem.
All right, Jimmy, you're back again, Jimmy. You're such a kind man, Jimmy. Jimmy, you were the one that
I
a
can't
couple
hear
weeks.
you. Your signal's Charlie Kirkin.
Oh,
Your
that's
signal's
hilarious,
Kirkin.
Jimmy. All right,
Your signal's Kirkin
Allison, where are
out.
you
I can't
from?
hear you. Hello? Your signal's Kirkin.
Jimmy, your
Screenplay so I
Daniela,
can
hold on one second. Allison, where are you from?
I'm from Alabama.
What brings you up, Roll Tide?
I believe that the picture that you're showing is completely true.
Of course it is, but
And
Allison, there
I've
are
been
people that come
listening.
up
I've
here.
been listening to all these.
Go ahead,
I've
love.
been listening to all these people, and they absolutely make no sense. They think that they can use big words and try and think that they are smarter than us, but like it's hilarious.
I couldn't agree more. And Allison, it's morning after morning where people come up and lie and deny, deflect. It's just crazy. Daniela, tell me what's on your screen.
So DJ decided to say, yeah, there was vandalism. 100% there was. Guess by who? By Democrats going into places where they were mourning Charlie Kirk and vandalizing the memorial sites. That's actually the vandalism that you see. And it was in Arizona, it was in Utah, and many other places. But nobody in the name of Charlie Kirk went and vandalized anywhere.
No, they beat up 3 people because they yelled something.
No, they didn't beat up anybody.
Yeah,
Those
it says
people
right
came
here,
in. One
Newsweek.
second. Those people came in and attacked. So they
No, they didn't
attacked
attack.
back. Bro, there's videos of this everywhere showing you how people literally came in vandalizing and attacking people, and they got dropped to the ground. What are you on about, bro?
Listen, there's 2 articles from Newsweek.
DJ, you
All right, DJ, listen, I've heard enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end this live, and I'm going to come back in 45 minutes at 7 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you follow this account. I've had 4 restrictions for I don't know why, but what I'm going to do is come back in 45 minutes. I love you all.